This interview is brought to you by our friends at Waggle Golf. Waggle Golf believes what you wear on the course should reflect your individuality, who you are, where you're from, your hobbies, interests, and passions. All the stuff that makes you, well, you. That's why every design is inspired by the desire to create a piece of apparel that strikes a chord when you see it, that makes you say, wow, that was made for me. Because in a lot of ways, it was. Ready to get your waggle on? Go to getyourwaggleon.com, throw in promo code SP10 at checkout to take 10% off your entire order.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Sota Pod YouTube channel for yet another live watch party. And this may be the last one featuring the Wild here tonight as they try to stave off elimination back in Colorado here for Game 5. Down 3-1 in the series. Still no Eriksson Ek. It's going to be a tough one. Can they catch lightning in a bottle and force another one back at home? We shall see, ladies and gentlemen. We shall see. Puck is about to be dropped here. If you guys are new to the channel, we post videos every single day. We have multiple live streams, podcast recordings, various shows covering NHL prospects, Minnesota Wild, NHL, and more. And yours truly, usually not looking this homeless, we'll be live covering the rest of the Stanley Cup playoffs, at least 1 or 2 games a week, as well as the rest of the Wild's run here. Good to see you all in the live chat. Looks like they're fixing a little divot in the ice there, but here we go. Period number 1 is upon us. I didn't start with the score predictions. Call me morbid, but the poll question has nothing to do with who will score first or who will score second, ladies and gentlemen. How satisfied are you with the Minnesota Wild 2025, 2026? All right. Puck has dropped, ladies and gentlemen. Potentially the last Wild game of the year. Let's get to it. Nardi, a good start with Faber. Getting to Hughes. Hughes spinning. Hughes shot on net. Looking for the rebound. And that puck goes left and wide. I'll say this. If JoJo and Vladdy score in this game, I'll be happy. Oh, my God. And already the Wild score, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Literally took the words right out of my mouth. I was like, as long as JoJo and Vladdy score, I'll be happy. I don't even care if they win or lose. And look at that. Johansson opening it up for the Wild. Let's go. Hughes keeping this in. Good forecheck. Boldy backhand slot. What do we say? The last game, JoJo was too much dishing to the slot. When JoJo's in the slot, JoJo scores, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. Good start. Good start. Yes. The one and only hockey from home. The one and only. Caps is okay. Caps is okay. Great start to the game for the Wild. An early one here. With speed, though, come the Avs. Drop pass. Nobody there. The Wild are going to now get it out of their zone. Over the line, they backhand it in. I'd resign JoJo for 1 and load it up with bonuses for him. Absolutely. Avs looking to answer quickly as they feed the point shot. Nice save. And Volstedt making that second save as well. 3 words to describe my week: sick, busy, and good. Well, those are all very different. My week's good, Hockey from Home. My week's good. It's been busy as well. I literally got home 20 minutes ago. I was working on site today / checked out my buddy's new cold plunge. Boom. We disagree on a lot, but we can agree and come together for our love of Marcus Johansson. Nice hockey from home. All right. Only 18:41 on the clock. Face off. And Sturm's there to take it. First one got called off. Second one, Wild come away with it out of their zone. Foligno of the Marcus variety flips it forward. Wild can't hold the zone, and here come the Avs with speed, 2-on-2. Bouncing puck, huge hit in the neutral zone. Oh, man, and the Avs are trading hits here in this first period against this Foligno line. Another big hit by the Avs, getting this crowd going. No worries, hockey from home. I'll be live in the morning as well. Dude, another body falling for the Avs in front of their bench. Things settle down for just a moment. That forecheck again in full display here from the Avs. Puck does get pushed up front. Backhand in front of the net. Tarasenko unable to put that one home. Avs protecting as they try to evade the zone. Bank it off the wall to center. Can't bring it through the neutral zone clean, and the Wild get the puck back. Hell yeah, hell yeah. I should be live until like 11:30 my time or noon. Oh, Avs get it back at center. Bad giveaway for the Wild. Oh, an offside. 17:28. We're going to have to play the exact same Avs team next season. Might as well move divisions. Might as well just move to Quebec. If not, I'll join in the morning like usual. Sounds good, Hockey from Home. Sounds good. Oh, man. Yeah, what a backhand setup there. Unable to put it home. I'll drop my City Life schedule either tonight or tomorrow. Face off. Center. And the Wild came away with it at first, but the puck bounced to the Avs. They just blasted in the Wild zone. Faber behind the net. Sends it around the boards. Check, there's Johansson. Johansson's able to poke it to center. Avs come through with a little bit of room, though. Speed. Bouncing puck. Wild play indeed, and that bounces right in front of Volstep. And he covers that one up. Hey, what's up, Mike? Good to see you. Take me home tonight. How you doing, Mike? So I'm not be home till after the concert is why I'm not joining. No worries, Hockey from Home. And the Avs win the faceoff. They got it at the line. Slot shot that gets through. Avs jumping on the rebound, but unable to even send it close to the net. That goes right and wide. And here comes the Wild. Onside, but lose it. Hey, what's up, Speedy? Hughes to Spurgeon. Spurgeon sends it up. Losing it right at the line. And here come the Avs. Man, every time they get the puck, they come in with speed. Nikash passes. His man gets absolutely obliterated. Up at the board. Now puck center. Fighting forward to right wall. Wild get it back. Middleton back to Spurgeon. Middleton feeds McCarron. McCarron gets this up and around. Falling, and the Wild lose it. And Minnesota able to separate the man from the puck right on the blue line boards. And Boldy able to come and help guide it all the way back into the Avs zone. Loses it as he tumbles behind the net. Puck in the corner. Faber sends it back up the ice. They haven't set up yet. Oh, one-timer. That one didn't get through. It's going to hit a stick and go up and out of play. Not a bad shift from this line. McCarron. Up there with Zuccarello. Up there with Boldy and Johansson. Hartman on that first line. I think Yurchek could skate. He just couldn't play defense. He could throw the body around. Oh, shot from that right side. At least he could skate in the AHL. He had his moments in the NHL, but fish out of water in the corner defensively. Hughes gets the puck back. If the Wild could somehow snag the younger brother, Blackwood handles it and sends it around the boards through center. Avs drop pass. McKinnon top of the circle. Shot doesn't. It does get through, and Volset glove save. I almost thought that was blocked at first. Vikings, how are you doing? Yo, thank you, Hog from Home. Hockey, who are you rooting for in this one? And Sturm wins the faceoff. Middleton sends it up the left boards. Wild, let's go. I don't know. Is it young? Probably not. Hockey from Home. Probably not. I'll post my schedule tomorrow. Wild are able to keep this in. Behind the net. Right side. Still behind the net. Good shift against the Avs top line here. Keep it in their own zone. And Nikesh finally gets the puck back. I hope not. 14:04. I'll say guaranteed no. Is there a chance? Yes, and that chance scares me. Yo, what's up, Sandrock? Take a Wild, start off hot, and burn out by the second period. Or halfway through the first. Shot from the blue line. Rebound goes right. And Minnesota able to backhand this one out of play. But puck bounced back over the line. Wild get it back. And they are able to dump it. 5-3 Wild is Hockey from Home's prediction. 13:22. Wild. Good job not allowing the Avs to get over the line. They come over the Avs line. Kaprizov backhand. Couldn't find Hartman. And Hartman gets it back, though. Sorry, Zuccarello gets it back. Hartman waiting for the pass, but puck trickles around the net. Kaprizov loses it. And here come the Avs. Avs still able to hold it. Jeff Petrie out there, by the way, with Damon Hunt. And Jeff Petrie got friggin' styled on just a moment ago. Old man Petrie. Johansson dumping it in. Boldy in front, backhand. Boldy. Oh my God, that would have been amazing. But nice opportunity to get that still in front of the net. Johansson trying to keep this one in. Johansson does get it back. He's all over the place tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Johansson is the reason this puck is in the Avs zone, but it's going to be offside. 5-2 Wild. I am real. Let's go, Speedy. Cheers, Hockey from Home. Oh my God, what a nasty backhand from Boldy. All right, first TV timeout, guys. First TV timeout. Shots 5-3 for the Avs. Faceoffs 4-3 for the Wild. And it hits 4-6 for the Avs. I mean, what a start to the game. Delusional, more like it. I did. All right, let's take a look at the poll question. By the way, if you guys are watching on Facebook and or Twitter/X, come over to our YouTube channel. Join here. This is a platform in which we are growing our live streams. We're trying to grow our live streams more. So if you are watching on the other platforms, come over to this one. And we got a poll question. How satisfied are you with the Minnesota Wild in 2025-2026? Great year, satisfied, unsatisfied, or trash, rebuild needed? 46% say great year, 38% say satisfied, 8% say unsatisfied, 8% say trash, rebuild needed. Let me know your thoughts. Billy just called me. He said he was shaking in his boots. All right, now he looked like he was shaking in his boots at the end of the last game. All I'm saying is I want my plasma donation. Wait. All I'm saying is I went to my plasma donation in Maple Grove. Shout out to... Actually, you know what? I think I've actually gone to that one too. In my Avs jersey, didn't see a single soul repping the Mild. I went to work today on site with my only client on site in a Minnesota Wild jersey. I wore a jersey last stream and they lost, so I had to switch it out. I think every time I wear the green back channel jersey, they've won. So not that I think, a little superstition can help tonight without Eck, but we'll see. We'll see. All right, Avs win the faceoff. Boldy gets it back, shot. And they're going to get another face-off in the Avs zone as this one's covered up. Ron McLean, oh yeah, you guys I'm watching I was able to, I fired up my VPN. I swear, IP Vanish just should sponsor the Sota Pod and the City Light Project. But shout out to IP Vanish. Able to watch the Sportsnet feed as a result. Ron McLean. I don't even know if half of you guys know who Ron McLean is. I Hot Takes does, but doing his Ron McLean thing with his intro today. This one was like so dad jokey. It was good though. Avs can't get the puck out of the zone, and a nice shot from the blue line by Tarasenko. Faber can't hold the puck in. But Quinn Hughes gets it back as Tarasenko almost set up the pick play. I've just seen one player who hasn't scored a goal in the playoffs so far to see a new NHL record. Wow. 11:30. Which player? Or I guess of how many different players scored, right? What player hasn't scored one yet, which will make it that much sweeter is what I meant to say. Offer sheet Connor Bedard. And the Avs enter the Wild zone, and we're going to get a whistle after Volstead makes a save. Or Adam Fantilli. And Avs win the faceoff, and they send it back down into the Wild zone. Zuccarello sends it up. Kaprizov. Weaving behind the net. Oh, try for the wraparound rebound. No one there to put it home. Shot from the blue line. Doesn't get through, but Hartman able to keep it behind the net. Still with it. Backhand. Zuccarello to the blue line. Petrie with a shot. Bouncing puck trying to send it home, and a nice glove save. Weren't the rumors the Wild weren't trending Kaprizov to the Blackhawks before he signed his contract? I don't remember that, to be honest. Hawks are slow. I think it was one reporter said that might be a destination, and then everyone ran with it. Wasn't what's his name, Lazarus or whatever? And taking some love taps there was Hartman. And the Avs win the faceoff. behind the net. And tipped ahead. And the Avs with possession still. Beautiful tip up the ice. Circling. Brock Nelson sends it back up into the corner. Boldy with a nice reverse hit. Hughes gets it back. Hughes loses it though, and his defense partner right there to help out. Hughes wants to play in Quebec. That's why hot takes. Johansson, great work pushing this puck out. Dude, Johansson and Boldy so far have been lights out in this game. Boldy with the long range pass. Finally able to tip it in. Nico Sturm with it on the wall. He throws it back behind the net. Wild. Able to keep it in, but the Avs get it back. They come through center, actually holding it. Nice pass by Kadri through the middle, and great job by Damon Hunt. What an incredible defensive play there. Quebec City, not Montreal. Kaprizov. Oh, looking for the tip play, and the Wild score! That's 2-0, ladies and gentlemen. Kaprizov sets up Nick motherfucking Foligno. Oh my goodness. Leave it to old man Nick. Leave it to old man Nick. I mean, that one was on a platter, and I didn't even think it was going to go in. It just trickles through the 5-hole. Let's go, Tanner. Let's go. I think Boldy, Eck are playing rejuvenated with McCarron on the line. Closer to Eck than Yurov is currently. True. Lock in Wild in 8. And just like that, the Wild hit their ceiling. Yeah, Sandjok's still convinced they're going to blow it. And here come the Avs with speed. Through center. They lose it. Middleton skating back to retrieve it. Shot from the blue line. That doesn't get through, but second shot again. Bodies in front piled. The third shot through the slot. Volstead finds it and he makes the save. He makes the save. Damn, Minnesota Wild are staving off elimination, ladies and gentlemen. Staving off elimination. And we go to a TV timeout. Wow. Wow. Shot 7-7. Wild blocked 3 shots. Avs 2. No special teams yet. That's why the Wild are up right now, because there's no special teams. It's like they're cursed of their freaking power play. The Avs still leading in hits, 9-5. Faceoffs. Avs also leading 8-5. But the Wild are leading where it matters, ladies and gentlemen. On the score sheet, 2-0. Boldy, Johansson. They're so far the best 2 players on the ice right now. Weren't the Avs up 3-1 Dallas last year? I don't remember if it was 3-1 or 3-1 or not. Because it's rare that teams come back. Let's see. So there've been in NHL history, there've been 32 comebacks from down 3-1 in the series. And then there's just no list. Thanks, Reddit. Yeah, the Avs are unable to clutch at home. Yo, what's up, We Made? Good to see you. Good to see you. All right, just getting back from TV timeout. Again, big shout out to everybody joining us here today. Appreciate you guys. If this is the Wild's last game, don't you worry. We will be covering other games and other series as the playoffs roll on. 2 to 3 or 1 to 2 streams a week for me here. Nice shot by the Avs from the blue line. And we have a penalty. Uh-oh, the curse. I cursed it. The Wild are going to go on the power play, and it doesn't matter if they're on the power play. They're still cursed. Because they're not going to score on the power play. The Avs are going to get momentum. Oh my God, Johansson. Holy crap, Johansson with some crazy moves entering the pocket. The Wild still have this. Delayed penalty. Volsted's on the bench. They got the extra man out there. Hughes at the line. Hughes backhand. Up the wall. Johansson. Oh my God. Tic-tac-toe pass and score! Fuck the power play. Fuck the power play, dude. Fuck the power play. I hope they never go on the power play again. I hope they never go on the power play again. McCarron. I hope they never go. That doesn't count. I know they were up a man, but that doesn't count. I hope they never go on the power play again. If they go on the power play, the game's cursed. If they can keep this 5-on-5 or extra man goalie on the bench, pull goalie moment. 100% they're pulling Blackwood. McCarron's the GOAT. The Wild win this game just to go home and get blown out. I'm going to be so pissed. You're going to be pissed. You're pissed regardless, dude. You hate this team. You want to see them move to Quebec. Like, there is nobody else on this planet who hates the Wild more than Hot Takes. Oh, they're going to review it. I spoke too soon. I spoke too soon. They're looking at something here. By the way, guys, if you're watching on Facebook or Twitter/X, come over to YouTube. Deflect off the hand. Billy, I'm begging you, sign Michael McCarron. You're signing Big Sexy's a must. Oh, I mean, it was batted with the hand 100%. So they might call this one back, dude. Oh! Oh, is it glove or forearm? It's like right at the end of the glove. Minnesota, the state of curling. Let's go. What's wild is a 3-0 lead is not even safe for the mild. Have they blown a 3-goal lead in the series? I know the Avs have. No, the Avs blew a 2-goal lead. Should call back from replay. Yeah, I think they will. No goal. No goal. So this means the Wild will be on the power play. Oh man, it's cursed. I told you guys, it's cursed. They're gonna get scored on shorthanded here. You can deflect it off the arm. You can't bat it. All right, well, let's I was going to say, let's hope they can just get one on the power play and we can just move on, but they're not going to get one on the power play. I'm moving to Colorado. All right, Wild win the faceoff. The elevation factor denial. Shot. That goes left and wide. Boldy loses it, and the puck is poked down the length of the ice. Hughes. Hughes to Boldy. Boldy over the line. Boldy unable to get it back in the corner, but Kaprizov gets on the other side. Kaprizov to Zuccarello, back to Boldy. Hughes. Zuccarello, Boldy. Boldy in front of the net looking for the rebound. Avs get it back, but Hughes able to block that. Puck still in play. Hughes to Kaprizov. Kaprizov shot and a save by the Avs. 1 minute and 3 seconds remaining on the power play. I just can't ride or die. Fuck the Nuggets. Fuck the Avs for Colorado College and Denver hockey too. Just frustrated watching everyone fall apart when it matters the most. I mean, the Wild are up 2-0 right now, but yes. Stay mad, stay bad. Like Hot Take said, the Wild may win this game. I mean, they still could very well blow it. They're only up 2-0. But if they do win this game, they're totally just going to lose at home. Or they're going to get the fans friggin' hopes up and then blow it in game 7. That's the Minnesota Wild way. And the Avs, great clear. But I will say, awesome first period for the boys. Unless it's the Twins, they're supposed to lose. Aren't the Twins like the most hated because their ownership refuses to put out a good team? It has to be the most dramatic way. Yeah, there you go. Wild in front, shot. What a save. What a save. Even Yurov went, yeah, fucking sick ass save there, bud. Holy shit. That was nuts. Blackwood, what a save, what a save. And fighting for it on the wall. Who's going to get it? Who's going to get it? Wild get it. Checked. Puck goes behind the net. Avs ring it around and unable to hold it. This puck goes out of play. Owners took everyone's money to plant a stadium downtown, then sold all their stars for peanuts and didn't get any new ones. I've never even been to a Twins game. I've gone to the Saints. Saints was fun. Oh, Faber! One-timer on that right side, but great save again, man. Second, another biggest farm system in pro baseball and lose all the prospects to major markets. Damn. And the Avs back to full strength. Faber hits Hughes. Back to Faber. Faber dumps this one in. 5:22. What a big penalty kill from the Avs in there. I said it. Momentum swinging their way now. Let's see Big McCarron put this one back in. 5:08. I couldn't even tell you one single Blue Jays player. And good job by Makar cutting off that play. Landeskog sends this one in, and Volstedt's going to glove this one down. Stadium is dope. I mean, people say there's only one team in St. Paul. Nah, bro, the Saints are in St. Paul, okay? All right, TV timeout with 4 minutes and 50 seconds left. Shots 8-11 for the Wild. They had one goal called back. Do a little hand shove there. 0 for 1 on the power play. Surprise, surprise for the Wild. Hits 9-7 for the Avs. Face-offs 11-7 in favor of the Avalanche. Okay, that's right. They are in St. Paul. Not in the heart of it, but yes. I've never gone to the soccer game either, but I have a friend who has season tickets. I just haven't taken her up on going anytime soon, or this last season, but I should. Especially with the Whitecaps being moved out of Vancouver, I need a new MLS team to follow. So it's such a disgrace. Like Steve Nash and the ownership group for the Whitecaps have literally just told the fans, like, we don't care how many town halls you throw, we don't care how much you have supported this team, we're moving. Like, we're not even gonna like make a press conference or answer questions. We're gone. So super disappointing. United lost their 97. Soccer, this isn't a third world country. There's no good soccer players here. Oh, all the best soccer players here are from Europe. Even the Whitecaps had like a former Premier League player. The Whitecaps did develop a guy who they traded / sold to a German league team, and they literally gave him away for nothing. They gave him away for money that they put into their training center. Bullshit. Alphonso Davies, man. He played in the MLS. They're trying to make Minneapolis third world city. Every roster has an outdated Premier League guy or two. It's like the PFL, dude, but we still watch it. 442 in a shot. It's literally the PFL, but we still watch it. Yeah, but some Canadians are pretty good. I'll tell you that much. The Canadians are pretty good. The Canadian men's team is actually a fucking legit team, dude. I mean, still, the American women could probably beat them, but hey. 420, smoke him if you got him. Oh, big hit at center by the Avs again. Literally, it's the PFL of soccer. Shot, rebound, backhand, score! The boys are on fire. And this one ain't gonna be called back. This one's 3 motherfucking nothing. And Nick Foligno was like, fuck this. If this is my last game, I'm going out swinging. Oh, God. Bro, we out here cooking. Depth coming in clutch. Ava McDavid was playing through a broken ankle and foot and played in every game in the series, and Eck needs to be locked in. I think it's multiple stuff for Eck, too. My thing is, I think Eck would play if he could. I think literally, and you know, maybe it has something to do with the Wild's doctors or those making decisions on it. Doesn't look like it. Sturm on fire. The Sturm Surge. I have no idea what we're talking about this. We're watching hockey. Dude, I don't even know who KSI is. You think I know who Chud is? Cannibalistic humanoid underground dweller? Terrible movie. It was so bad it was good. Chud, I think it was late 70s or 80s. What's up, Mystic? I just got why the channel's called the Soda Pod for the minutes. Yeah. Hell yeah. And beer. Soda. But yeah. Shot in front of the net, and Volstad makes another save. Why 2030? Canada starts with Bosnia, and U.S. gets Paraguay in opening round of group play in the World Cup. I don't know which one's the harder team. Paraguay? Yo, Vladdy almost scored. He's been looking good so far, though. We had a goal already called back in this game, too, for a little glove tap. All right, 3:09 remaining in the first. Taking a spill was that Brett Burns? It was Brett Burns who took that spill. And the Wild, good defense here as they cut off the entry from the Avs again, and they're able to send this one in. Forecheck hit in the corner by the Wild. Drury with the entry, but Spurgeon able to get that back up to Vladimir Tarasenko. Someone forgot to tell Tarasenko again to take off the weighted chest plate before the game. I'm just kidding. He's just that slow of a skater these days. Looks like you get one more game at least. We'll see, Mystic. There's still 40 minutes of hockey to be played, and this Avs could one. Like, if there's any team to get 4 or 5 goals in the next 40 minutes, it's the Colorado Avalanche. So we'll see. We'll see. The Wild did come back from a 3-0 deficit in game 1 too. So. And the Avs ended up winning the game, but still. Unable to get that through center with the Avs. They reset. Nikash on the line. Springs. His man, but the Wild able to get a stick on that, and they send it up through center with this one. No icing. Nakic. To Makar. Makar finds his man. Backhand shot, and Volstead read that, but puck falls out of his glove. A good thing he's got his man there to back that puck up on the boards, but the Avs are able to keep this in. Shot at the blue line, saved by Volstead. And puck thrown up in front. Not going to be icing because the Avs get the puck back. Just here to say what America is thinking. Fuck the Avs. 131. What teams do you think, as like the Stanley Cup playoffs get thinner and thinner with teams, what teams do you think America is rooting for overall? Nikushkin coming through with speed, backhand, nobody there. Big hit again by the Avs. The Avs are really throwing the body around this period. Nico Sturm, another poke play. Great first period. I mean, the depth is playing out of their mind. Canes, Buffalo, Minnesota, and Buffalo. So all over the place. All over the place. Buffalo, I guess, is the common one. I'll say, as Canadians, we're also rooting for Minnesota. Sorry. I'm just kidding, Montreal. Foligno follows it deep as Peachy was able to tap it in. And they lose it. Here comes the Avs. A nice pass through center. Colton still with it. Petrie flips it up. Where is this going? Nobody knows. Avs get it back. Shot on net. That doesn't get through. Another poke play, but by the Avs, and actually poked it to the Wild player. Behind the net, ringing it around. Still battling for it. Avs get it back at the blue line. Makar looking for something. Shot. Backhand. Saved by Volstead. He's down. Avs still with it. He needs to reset. Another shot. That doesn't get through. What a crazy sequence by the Avs, and that will do it for the first period. Volstead playing out of his mind, ladies and gentlemen. Cancun. I think Boldy's had a great start to the period, or has a great first period as well. Faber's looked good. Hughes had that one blunder, but other than that, he's looked good. Kaprizov's had some good shifts too. Jojo, Boldy, Kaprizov, McCarron, Nick Foligno, Hughes, Faber, all noticeable names for the Wild. Hunt had a few good defensive plays as well. I don't think so. This is about the 8th place. I've complained about this, but I saw them selling 9-ounce Dorito bags for $5.50. I'm not a big snacker. Like, how much do a bag of chips usually go for? Second period reset. Let's go, boys. A blanket them and put 5 on the mild. The Avs haven't even got a power play yet. The Avs haven't got a power play yet. All right. What a period. What a period, ladies and gentlemen. Wild up 3-0. Could have been 4-0 if, well, let's be honest, McCarron, he batted that one in with his glove. I thought it was right at the bottom of the glove, though, but upon review, they took that one back. But, I mean, staving off elimination, this could not be a better start for the Minnesota Wild here. 13-11 in shots. 0 for 1 on the power play, but, you know, that's Minnesota for you. That's Minnesota for you. 10, basically even in hits, 11 for the Avs, 10 for the Wild, but the Avs definitely finishing their checks and hitting everything that moves in the neutral zone, and face-offs pretty even as well. Avs 2, Minnesota Wild 10. Sturms looked really good in this first period too. I'm not a big Chips fan. I just love complaining about the inflation. It's my most old man hobby. I'll say, yeah, I've noticed inflation everywhere except for Aldi. Aldi somehow, but again, Aldi doesn't have all the name brand stuff, so that's probably why. I go to Aldi and I'm like, how the fuck are avocados this cheap? How the fuck is organic zucchini this cheap? How the fuck are eggs this, like, yeah, shout out to Aldi. Keeping us poor folks alive. You know what's scary? The odds of the Avs coming back is still pretty good. I believe it. I believe it. Colorado Avalanche got Roy, Patrick, the goalie, and Nicholas, the forward. In history, yes. Yes, they have. Yes, they have. Forsberg and Waugh. But Waugh's no longer there anymore, and he's going to be rotting in some QMJHL team now, motherfucker. I love I love Forsberg. But and I think Waugh's an amazing goalie, obviously. Like, I'm not saying he wasn't good. That's not what I'm saying. I was saying I was never a fan of Waugh. He's a pretentious Stanley Cup in my ear Frenchman who just pissed me off as a fan growing up. But that's why I just love him. Love to see him lose now as a coach. It's great seeing him lose as a coach now, in the QMJHL and in the NHL. And I will avenge Bruce Boudreau one day. Oh, could you imagine if Patrick actually fought Bruce? He'd kill him. Patrick Wall would have killed Bruce Boudreau. Oh, Boudreau. Oh, Robert Brodeur. Oh man. I still think Roy is better overall, slightly. Canada has produced some amazing goalies. Where the fuck have they gone? Hockey from home got them all. That's what I think. That's what I think. Where'd they all go? Where'd they all go? How satisfied are you with the Minnesota Wild in 2025, 2026? 40% of you saying great year, 35% of you saying satisfied, 15% of you saying unsatisfied, 10% are saying trash, rebuild needed. If you are voting for the rebuild, who are your first guys that you get the fuck off of the team? What is the QMJHL? Sounds like a student radio station. It's the Quebec Major Junior, or so Quebec Junior Major Hockey League. Quebec Major. But anyways, yeah, so the Major Junior League in Quebec. It's the lesser of the three top leagues in Canada where players get drafted from, but now those leagues are allowed to, basically now players who've played in those leagues are allowed to go D1, and so it's shaking everything up. Before, if you played in those leagues in Major Junior, you weren't allowed to go college. You had to go pro right after Major Junior, and you'd have to go Junior A in Canada to get to the college route. But now they're just opening up the door. So Junior A in Canada is probably going to just go to the wayside, and Major Junior is going to be still there, but definitely more of a puppy mill for college hockey. In a fight, Bugard or Clutterbuck? Bugard. Canada produces the best hockey players by far. The Frog Hockey League. Fucking Remparts, dude. I can't stand that team. Minnesota ranks number 2 in home state for the drafted players after Ontario. That's crazy, given that Ontario is Canada's biggest province by population and almost biggest. Is it not? It's almost the biggest by size too, I think. It's tough because so much of like Quebec and BC. I'm not counting territories. BC are just like you can't even live uninhabitable. But anyways, Ontario has what 79% of Canada's population. So yeah, that's where a lot of the hockey players are coming from. But if you actually, I think they looked at I forget what province it was, but there's another like province. It might even be Saskatchewan, where it's like per capita, or like based on how small the population is, they still produce like a stupid amount. It wasn't as much as Ontario, but it was like, I think it was more than even like Manitoba or Quebec. New York Islanders fired Patrick Roy, hired Pete DeBoer as a new head coach. Yes, they did. If it's not Danbury, I'm not watching. Yo, Mystic, you know what I think you would like? Hold on. Check this out. The league I always talk about in Quebec, the LNAH, which hoping to do my own documentary on that tells the story of how it came to be, which was a junior league bought by the Hells Angels, became the craziest Wild East fight league in hockey history, and was one of the main money laundering / I don't know if they laundered money through the league. They probably did, but I do know part of the league funded a certain website that rhymes with corn, ends in hub. So there's a crazy story when it comes to the LNAH and the Hells Angels involvement with it. Now the Hells Angels aren't involved in it, and it's a normal, somewhat normal men's league. But Vice did a documentary on what it's like today, and it was awesome. Ontario and Barrie and Thunder Bay, that's half the country's population right there. Yep. I watched the Vice Sports thing you recommended about Danbury. That was interesting. Netflix did the Danbury thing. Vice did this one a long time ago now. Vice actually had a few good hockey, like little hockey YouTube videos. They had one on Vancouver's ball hockey scene, which was unreal as well. I'm rock hard right now, like a rock. Shout out to Bob Seger. Do you remember those they fucking Dodge Ram commercials back in like the 90s in Canada? Like a rock. Going full Bob Seger. Oh, like a rock. So there's Netflix. I get them mixed up. All right, guys. No post-game. I mean, I haven't heard from Hoppy and Z, so I doubt there's going to be a post-game show here tonight. But Hoppy is recording tomorrow morning, so there will be a Fellowship of the Rink that drops noon, early afternoon tomorrow. And I believe Kevin Gorg is joining again, so that should be a really fun episode. Full episode will be on YouTube as well. Clips will be following it the next couple days. And Hoppy and Z were live for hours, I think almost 3 hours yesterday, talking about the Minnesota Wilds and Avs series and doing a deep dive into prospects. So let's take a quick break here, and I'm going to leave you guys with a clip of yours truly, the boys from Judd's Buds, Hoppy and Z, doing just that, leaving you guys, or starting to outline and preview the draft. As I know the Wild are still in this game, okay, they're still in this game, and the playoffs are still going on, but let's be honest, what Z thrives on is his draft mind, his draft nerdism. Same with a Hoppy, same with our producer Mateo. And I forget how, I can't even keep track. This might be our sixth annual or 7th annual draft live stream that we're going to be cooking up soon. So even though we're very much still focused on the playoffs, with or without the Wild moving forward, we'll have a ton of playoff content across all the podcasts. But our draft focus is starting to ramp up here as well, guys. So I'm going to leave you guys with a clip of one of the first big draft previews that Z and Hoppy got into on the last show. Chevy like a rock. Okay. Like a rock. I like Nick Foligno. He's one of my favorite players. Let's go. Old man Nick Foligno said, I'm not going out without a fight. I'm not going down without swinging. I ain't hear no bell. And he's got 2 for the Wild here tonight. Great setup by Boldy on one of them, or on Kaprizov on one of them, and great setup by Boldy on the other. All right, back on the other side. Do not go anywhere. Second period coverage and play-by-play here right after this quick break.
The season for the Boston Bruins went from like a, hey, found money season to a complete and utter catastrophe, long-term disaster in a matter of like 5 days.
Go on.
It's ruined. The Maple Leafs not only keeping that pick, but getting the first overall pick. There is nothing good at Boston right now. There is zero things to be feel good about. The roster, you can't really fucking make much changes. And like losing out on that pick is a catastrophe.
So that one thing single-handedly derailed the future of the Boston Bruins.
You've heard me talking shit about them all year. But like that one was like they really needed that to go their way. I mean, we'll see. I'm nervous. I mean, at least Cam Neely admitted that they don't need any more like beef in their lineup, and they need like more skill and speed. Which is like, yeah, bro. Welcome to like the post 2011, like after you won the cup. Like, welcome to this version of the fucking NHL. But I don't know, man. We'll see. And then like Providence gets it's like the biggest upset in AHL playoff history, and like. Then all the reports come out about how miserable players are there. Don't want to go to Providence. Guys are like, I'm not fucking signing out of college. I'm going to the market. I'm not doing this shit. And it's like, this is great. This is feeling good. And I fucking knew that. I knew they were going to keep their. I did not think they would get that first overall. I was like, actually, you know what? Fuck, they might.
I mean, it literally happened the day after Biz renounced any association with the organization. So that's fun.
That was funny.
Enjoyable. But yeah, I mean, tell you what, the draft lottery is not rigged, but if it was, this would certainly fit for how they might rig it. Is it weird that I'm more shocked that the Sharks are up at 2 than I am at the Leafs at 1?
Unbelievable. After they jumped up space last year too. And can the Canucks have a lottery go their way one time?
No, they didn't jump up last year. They got jumped.
No, I'm saying the Canucks. Can the lottery work out for them one time ever?
No.
They've never jumped up. They've only moved back the lottery. They've never got lucky.
Oh, and it's worse too because like this isn't a clear like tank for McDavid year. Like Canucks, we're not actively trying to lose games. Like they were the worst team this year. They should have that pick. But
they were the worst by about 20 points.
I'm curious, like, do you think getting McKenna actually matters that much in like the Matthews decision-making process?
I don't know. I never really know how much guys care.
Yeah. Can the Toronto Maple Leafs select anyone besides Gavin McKenna? Not like we're going to talk about some of your like rankings for different position groups, but like at this point, kids are already walking around with McKenna taped on the back of their Leafs jerseys. Like he is the flashy name. They are in a shit spot as an organization. They need to sell tickets. Like, can they get away with drafting someone else, even if they have like reason to do so?
You think Matt Sundin will come in and be like, we're taking a Swede?
You guys see that Leo Carlson kid? I want one of them. Dude, that's actually I've been seeing banter around this a lot lately. Leo Carlson or Connor Bedard? Who do you take?
I mean, you're still taking Bedard.
It's just crazy that it's even kind of a conversation.
Yeah, I mean, their draft year, Leo Carlson by draft son.
Oh, I know.
Love him. Completely different outputs. But I can't remember if we said it on here. It is like indefensible that the Chicago Blackhawks finished no better than 31st all 3 years of that kid's fucking ELC. That is a disgrace. And obviously, if you're drafting first overall, that means the organization's in a bit of a bind there, obviously.
Oh, and
they had a chance to not be this fucking atrocious.
Yeah. And what's tougher is you see their future and like you look at the pipeline and how things fit. Let's say like 3 years from now, it's like, holy shit, they're scary. I think they're going to fuck up the transition. Like they're not going to have any patch over guys to like get them to the next step before those young guys are ready to kick. Like don't get me wrong, I would love nothing more than to see the Blackhawks fail, but like I'm nervous for them that they are going to mess this up and they're going to get stuck into a weird purgatory.
Possible. I mean, yeah, like obviously you love a lot of those young players they have and the prospects they have. Frondell was really good when he came in, which was huge for them. I think I said it at the time, Lifshinov, I think, especially as a defenseman, I would always recommend going back another year. College, I don't think he was ready to make that jump, but there were flashes earlier in the year.
And we are back live here on the Sota Pod YouTube channel for the second period of game number 5 as the Minnesota Wild are back in Denver and back in this series as they're up 3-0 to start the second. Worst lead in hockey. Am I right? Good to see you guys. As always, smash that like button and subscribe. Don't forget to vote in the poll question. And don't forget to like the stream as well. Puck has dropped for this second period. 19:38 on the clock. Johansson, who's had a great game thus far, ladies and gentlemen. Yo, what's up, Stadium? We got a goalie swap on the Av side. Yes. Wedgwood in there now. Avs coming in. Shot. That's forced to the outside. Faber sends this one up. Makar gets it back, chips it forward. Nikash, beautiful backhand pass as the Wild are able to cut up the play by the Avs. Avs retrieve the puck at center. Avs send it up right side, still with it. Landeskog checked by the Wild. Shot right side. Another great stop by Volsa. In Wedgwood we trust. Avs still with it. Avs with an early push here. Shot. That's pushed right and wide into the corner, battling. And Kaprizov went down and actually lost his stick. Avs get the puck back. Nikash again. Beautiful, beautiful stick work there and finds his man. McKinnon moving it around. Shot. And a great save by Volstad, who's been lights out. You're a Los Angeles Kings and Vegas Golden Knights fan. Driving the Zamboni would be my dream job. I'm a Kings fan as well. Hope they build a better team in the future. Hey, good to see you guys. Good to see you. Thank you. Mr. Murderer. A phrase I never thought I'd utter. 1817. Nick Foligno out there having a conversation with the ref. Still deciding who to pick as my hockey team. I've narrowed it down. The possible contenders, the Mammoth, Rangers, Flames, or the Jets? Honestly, Mammoth, Flames, or Jets. Don't pick the Rangers. Even like 80% of American fans, 90% will say of American fans, other than Rangers fans, will hate you. Not tolerate you, they'll hate you. Rangers are like the Toronto and or Dallas Cowboys of like the NHL. Hughes with a shot that goes up left and wide. As cool as their jerseys are, Flames would be badass. Oh, what a backhand pass. Puck's left in front. That would have gone in. That would have gone in. That would have gone in. As far as this game goes, the Avs are still in the driver's seat. A team that plays well tonight may not play well next time. I think the first period, the Wild are definitely more in the driver's seat than not. But the start of this period, 100% the Wild have had, or the Avs have had the early push. Shesterkin is my favorite thing about the Rangers. I loved Zuccarello when he was a Ranger, but he's a Wild now, baby. Kadri having a better period thus far. I did. It's exciting. The league's doing great to start, which is awesome. 17-13. And the Avs aren't able to get that backhand shot on, but they're able to hold the zone and shot from the point, and Volstead with a save. Volstead's like, boys, what the hell's going on here? Oh, batting this away. This goes up and out of play from a shot by Kelly, and we're going to have a face-off in the Wild zone. Yo, what's up, Benjamin? Hey, cheers, buddy. Thank you. Wild Nation, what happened? How's it going, Ben? They had a goal called back, too. But this period, the Avs have been on them. Even the commentary is saying it right now as well. Same thing. Nathan McKinnon wins the draw to Makar. Nikash doing his best Quinn Hughes impression. Back to Makar, shot. And that it must have been tipped to the right, but Makar's still with it. Makar getting checked by JoJo, the only person who can keep up with him on this team. And the Wild get this puck back. Great defensive breakdown by the Wild. Wedgwood leaving a nice check by Minnesota. McKinnon sends it cross ice. The Wild get it back. McCarron, no idea the puck was headed his way, but Zuccarello able to still get this puck in the zone, in the corner, back to the blue line, but nobody there. Come on, boys. And shot by the Avs, as you cannot leave McKinnon. You cannot give him a second. You cannot leave him a stride of space, man. Ooh, I thought Makar was going to shoot. Great defensive work by Middleton. 17 mojos, obviously. $16:02. Wild needs to be efficient in the counterattacks. I'm going to try to be a Flames fan and see if that sticks more than Utah did. Oh, Kaprizov blocks a shot. And that's going to hurt, and it is hurting. He has to block another one. And his right skate blade fell off in that one. He blocked 2 shots in a row. There you go. There you go. Hot Take's favorite player. Not in Quebec. 15-31. Up the right side. Hartman. Trennan helping him out there, but they lose it. Kuzmenko, obviously. I don't even want to talk about the Vegas Golden Knights. I guess Mark Stone. Oh, ouch. That was a stinger on the left leg for Kaprizov. And then forced to block the next one. Oh, heel. That was a heel. He's still in some distress now. For as much shrapnel as Midzi has taken, that was a hell of a play. I think realistically, he's had 2 bad games in the entire playoffs. The rest have been really good. Even, and I know most of his games again in the Dallas series were limited minutes, but he's not been like the issue for this team. Bauer embarrassed so many times. Just annoying. I should have picked the Maple Leafs. Ugh. John Chaika's Maple Leafs, ladies and gentlemen. I cannot believe he's back in the league. I cannot believe, like, literally gets suspended as a general manager, and then the first team to bring him back is Toronto. It's like Babcock coming back, man. It's hilarious. Well, I mean, it's not like that at all, but like controversial figure. Oh, backhand slot shot. What a save. Avs still have it. Wild are falling apart here, ladies and gentlemen. If it wasn't for Volstat, the Avs would be 4-3 right now. Boldy safely getting this puck down the ice, and the Wild are able to get a change. Night and day periods, ladies and gentlemen. Night and day. The Wild have been absolutely awful in the second period, and the Avs have been lights out. And the Wild were lights out in period number 1. All right, Wild unable to hold that offensive line, and here come the Avs again. You give them an inch, they'll take a mile. They're so fast. Backhand. McKinnon in front. Able to get checked last minute. In Volstad we trust. That didn't go in. Wild finally in the offensive zone. Foligno sends it around. Blue line. Shot. That doesn't get through. And here comes Nikash up through center. Tried to spring his man. That gets broken up just outside the Wild line, and puck all the way back down to Wedgwood. Leaves it for his defenseman. Come on, Boldy, do something. Avs get the puck back. Beautiful takeaway by the Avs. Shot. Volstat bails them out again. The rebound does go wide. Wild get this one. Right wall. McCarron unable to get it out. Kept in by a friggin' centimeter, ladies and gentlemen. Finally able to get it out. Boldy 2-on-1 on the boards. Avs get it away. Volstad doing his best. They're playing defense now. And the Avs have it at center. Wild make a change. Boldy still out there, though. Nice takeaway. And Hartman flips it in. Kaprizov back out there. Good sign, good sign. Kaprizov battling in the corner. Great battle by Kaprizov. He still has the puck. Kaprizov can't carve to the middle, and this puck gets sent up, left, and the Avs can't hold on to it. Good defense by the Wild. Oh my God, that's a freaking double. I don't even know who hit it, but both the Avs players tried to hit the Wild player, and both the Avs players went down. There should be no talks about moving Hartman this offseason. 11:58. Fanning on the shot of the Avs was Colton, and that ends up on Hartman's a stick. Hartman unable to put that one home. Boldy out there. Or sorry, Trenton out there. And can't hold on to it. This puck goes all the way back down the length of the ice, and we have icing. This face-off huge for the Wild. The Athens Rock Lobsters joining the new league is SPHL, the Southern Professional Hockey League. Oh, okay. I haven't watched much of the SP. I'm not gonna lie. Harmon is fine on the third line. 11:36. He's fine on the third line, and what's valuable is in a pinch you can move him up, and he knows what to do. And there's definitely limits to what you're going to do with him in the top six, but again, to fill in a spot for a little bit due to an injury, you get your bang for your buck, as long as he stays out of the box and doesn't see red. All right. Face off to the right of Wedgwood. And the Wild get it back. Hughes coming up through center. Tarasenko. Centering pass and nobody there. Boldy, nice hit, but reinforcements take the puck away and send this behind the net. Volstad leaves it for his men. Avs are going to change. Hughes directing it up through center. Yurov intercepts the pass by McKinnon, but the Avs get the puck back. No, Wild have it back now, and the puck's going to be sent back length of the ice. Trenyon unable to hold on to it as he forechecks. Boldy back out there. Great hit and takeaway by Boldy. Boldy centering pass. There's a nice play by Boldy. B-52's Atlanta's Bend. Are they part owners? Oh, maybe they are. Stadium. Are they part owners? Halfway through the second period. Boldy. Centering pass. That gets checked. And here come the Avs. Kadri, backhand pass. Can't hit his man in front. Boldy backhands it out of the zone. Hits the guy to separate him from the puck. Yeah, he's playing soft. 10 minutes. And this puck has been iced by Minnesota. Bro, Volstad's playing defense here. He's faking out where he's sending the puck behind the boards too. And great forecheck. Kaprizov. Shot. And that goes. No, it hits a stick and goes up and out of play. Boldy's been soft. There goes my last brain cell. I mean, he might be injured, but I don't think he's been playing particularly soft. All right. TV timeout, ladies and gentlemen. Just under 10 minutes remaining in this period. Goalless period so far, but they've been coming in threes tonight, so the Avs better not score. That's all I'm saying. The Avs better not score. But wow, Volstad playing out of his mind, ladies and gentlemen, as pretty much the first half of that period was all Avs. Pressuring, control time, shots on net. Volstad coming in clutch. Shot 16 apiece. The Avs still looking like the more aggressive team overall. As in the hits department, 18 to 22 for the Wild, with the biggest ones, the loudest ones are still coming from the Avs. And the Avs still slightly winning in the faceoffs, 17-14. Wild, though, still up where it counts, up 3-0. Don't forget to vote in the poll question. First period was a Bettman charity period, huh? I don't think the Canucks were theirs. Or Arizona. So now you're moving the goalposts. Again, hot takes. Hates the Minnesota Wild more than anybody on this earth, and he wants to see them move to Quebec. ECHL's Colorado Eagles is joining the AHL American Hockey League in 2018. You got ECHL teams moving up, while the Wild's ECHL team can't even pay their players. Unreal. All right, we are back. Extra time eroding. God, I swear, man. All the fun words come out during the Stanley Cup playoffs. Let's get it on. Oh, that's dial up. 9:40. Avs with it through the neutral zone. And we're going to get a whistle. as puck was fired off into his own bench by the Avs. Makar looks healthy tonight. Bro, it's crazy that he's playing through something because he's looked great. What's up, RJ? Good to see you. Good to see you. How have you been, my friend? It's been a little while. RJ, OG subscriber to the channel, by the way, guys. And the Wild come away with it, but they don't have possession. This puck goes all the way back down into their zone in the corner, and they're forced to battle. Battling in the corner. Blue line shot, and that one gets through. He can't save them all, ladies and gentlemen. He can't save them all. Breaking news today, Maple Leafs head coach Craig Berube fired. Don't call it a comeback. Was that a tip, or did that one go 5-hole right through? Dude, Kelly, man, he's had some nasty opportunities in this game thus far. All right, let's see. Was it shot by Burns, tipped by Kelly? Is that what happened here? Burns. Oh, yeah, dude. Traffic in front of Volstead. He went down and went right over the shoulder. I don't really blame Volstead for that one, to be honest. Most annoying goal horn. 8:53. And the Wild forechecking. They have it behind the Avs zone. Or behind the Avs netminder. Back to Hughes. Hughes with it. Backhand. Hughes. With it again here. Hughes to Faber. Faber. Back to Hughes. Hughes with a shot. And that goes high. I played a year of AAA with Kelly. No way. Back in Camrose. Dude, shout out to Camrose. Beautiful spot. Vegas Golden Knights defenseman Brady McNabb has been suspended for one playoff game for interference and causing an injury to Anaheim Ducks forward Ryan Poehling. Oh, damn. No way there's another TV timeout. Bro, this is crazy. Literally 2 minutes ago, we had a timeout. We had a TV commercial break. Guys, if you're on Facebook or Twitter/X watching this, come over to our YouTube channel. Our YouTube channel is the platform in which we are building with these live streams. We stream 2 to 3 times every single week. Hoppy and Z stream for like 2 to 3 hours, talking hockey with you guys, talking prospects and Wild. I cover live games, and Brett and I also go live whenever Brett's free. Multiple live streams and videos dropping every single day. Colorado's weed break. Bro, we get a weed break we get an actual break. We get a stretch break. We get a pee break in like 7 minutes, right? 8 minutes. Stanley Cup playoffs, man. They gotta sneak in as many ads as possible. Vote in the poll question if you haven't already. And don't forget to smash the like button on the stream as well. We're trying to get to 20 likes on the stream. If we can get above that, even better. How satisfied are you with the Minnesota Wild in 2025, 2026? Great year, satisfied, unsatisfied, trash/rebuild needed. So far, great year, 53%, unsatisfied, 27%. Satisfied 27%, unsatisfied 13%, and trash 7%. All right, we're back from the Colorado weed break. And they're just showing that tip. I mean, again, I don't even blame Volstead on that one. He was tracking it from Burns. Beautiful tip and redirection. All right, face off now, guys. As we are back in this one. Whatever happens, Minnesota Wild have had a great year. And Avs win the face-off. Breaking news, NHL's new minimum salary is raising cap hits for hundreds of players. 823. Yo, RJ coming in with all the news. Let's go. Shout out to RJ. Wild are unable to hold the puck in the zone. Avs get it back. Wild are doing their best Avs impression with the forecheck, though. 8-10, and again, only a 2-goal lead now for the Avs with plenty of hockey remaining. Let's see if Volstad is shaken up after that one. He's been unshakable thus far. And an icing call. Jared Bednar at the bench getting the crew going, trying to, I don't know what kind of pep talk. But definitely giving one. Face off to the left of Wedgwood. And the Avs able to win this one. They send it through center with speed and nice defense. Nikash backhand play, but the Wild were there. And Johansson with speed. Johansson. Oh, he gets the puck taken away from him, but it took 2 guys to do it. What if the Ottawa Senators reacquired Parker Kelly from the Colorado Avalanche for Shane Pinto? I don't think they're getting rid of Shane Pinto. Why would they? New York Islanders, Matthew Schaefer, Calder Memorial Trophy. Attaboy. 723. $7.15. Well, they haven't had the awards yet, but like he's gonna win it. Kadri sends it back to the line. Burns with a shot, trying to get another tip play going, but that doesn't get to the net, and the Wild are able to backhand this out of play. Double backhand, they're gonna finish their change. And the Avs are right back in. Nikushi with a nice pass, and Volstedt was in position. That goes around the net. Burns with another shot, and that hits a stick and goes up and out of play. Burns with a hell of a second period as well. Old man Burns. So old, he's almost Mr. Burns at this point. The vote leaked today. I think Volstedt finished 6th. Oh, wait, so it is, so it's actually, okay, so my bad, RJ. That's so funny. Was it freaking, if it was Saravelli, then can we just fire him? Like, just from the hockey world, and he can just go to another sport? Because he's so fucking annoying. Are on the Wild, lose another face-off shot. Rebound, good defense getting in front of that rebound shot, but the Avs still have it. Looking like they did in the first frame of this period. Tarasenko does a great job helping to push this puck out. Attaboy, Vladdy. What's that buff mean? 6:29. Avs forces one back in. Trennan loses on the wall. God, Trennan, man, he's not had a great game. And Volstead with another great save. Trennan has been not great here today. Like, he'll forecheck, he'll hit his guy, but be unable to retrieve the puck. He'll be on his man in his own zone, but lose the puck or not do anything to cause the man from not completing the pass. Oh, what's that buffs mean? Legendary.
The right way. How much does that rub off on you and the rest of the team?
What's a rub off means?
How much do you learn from that?
Oh, okay.
Just face after just makes it so much better. Warren Fogle will be the next Ottawa Senators captain. Avs starts quick circling. Need to think one pass ahead. Yep. And another shot by the Avs. Another save, dude. What? Volstead is standing on his head in this second period. And I know the goals have come aplenty from the Wild in the first, but like, they come away with this one. It's credit to him. McKinnon with it behind the net. McKinnon getting away from Faber. And off of Faber's leg, this puck went high. Unable to get it out of the zone again. And finally, puck bounces to center. And both teams trying to change. The Wild can only get one body off. And the Avs are right back in the zone. Nikash on the wall, almost tripped and fell. Wild are able to get it back for a moment. And a big hit by Ross Colton on Quinn Hughes, and he's knocked down to the ice. Shot in front of the net. That trickles left and wide, battling in the corner. Some tired legs for the Wild. Long shift they've been caught out here. Near side, the Avs are putting pedal to the metal. 4:48, puck back on net. Bounces left. Avs still with it, man. What is this, a power play for the Avs? My goodness. Racking up the shot total in this shift alone. And puck through the lane, bounces in front. And the Avs Sturm with it up the left side, over the line, and he dumps this in. The Wild can finally get some new legs on the ice here. 4:23. Avs in the corner. 1 minute 56 seconds of control time for the Avs. And they go tumbling over the line, no call. I imagine they're going to feed us a TV timeout here, though. Oh, yeah, Hughes got freaking sent in airborne. Sent airborne and then picked up and thrown down, bro. Oh, my goodness. And we're going to have a TV timeout with 3 minutes remaining, ladies and gentlemen. 3 minutes remaining. The shots are like 21 or 22 for the Avs right now. I don't think there's shots. I think Flash Score is slow to update them. But regardless, 19 to 16 in shots. I think it's more like 22 in shots for the Avs on the Wild. 22 hits to 21. Faceoff 17 to 21. Both, well, I guess hits in favor of the Wild was by 1 and faceoffs in favor of the Avs. Not a lot of special teams this game. The refs, not that it's been super dirty, but the refs aren't calling everything, which I like. It took them fucking long enough. Took them almost a month of playoff hockey, but they've learned. Yeah, I mean, the Wild are 0 for 1 on the power play. That's it. No surprise. All right, let's look at our poll question again, chat. How satisfied are you with the Minnesota Wild in 2025, 2026? Great year, 50%. 28% saying satisfied. 16% saying unsatisfied. 6% saying trash/rebuild needed. Vote in the poll question if you haven't already. And like the stream. We're trying to get to 20 likes on the stream, ladies and gentlemen. All right, few minutes remaining in this period. Just over 3 to be exact. And yeah, period number 2, night and day. Not that the Avs were like succumbing to it other than getting scored on, but like they weren't breaking, but the Wild really were the ones driving play. Had an incredible first period. Avs definitely showed that they weren't down and out of it, but man, the Avs in the first 10 minutes of this period and the last like 2 minutes, we're at 4 minutes on the clock, in the last 2 minutes have been insane. Thank you so much for smashing that like button, Speedy. Avs through center. It's a 1-on-2. Reinforcements there. Nikushkin back to the blue line. Shot. Whoo. Through traffic. That was a scary one. Avs, they're so good at keeping the puck in the zone, man. Or maybe the Wild are terrible at exiting the zone upon defending. Like the Wild will have a great defensive play. They'll battle so hard only to get it just shy of the blue line and reset. They got to do it again. And Marcus Foligno wins the battle. Doesn't get into the Avs zone, but at the line. There's that speed factor right by Marcus Foligno. And we're going to have a penalty. Makar gets hit with the high stick. Cale Makar activated and just went right to the net, and a little stick lift and a right to the face. And here we go. Yurov is going to the box, the young man. It was poke check. It wasn't, yeah. Poke check that went high. Here comes the Avs power play, ladies and gentlemen. I see the Avalanche score in this period. They come back to win. If the Wild keep them goalless for the last few minutes, they will hold on. This is the Makar I know. Brooks Bandits legend. Do you see the sign says, welcome to fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada? I have been to Vegas. All right. 2 minutes on the power play for the Avs. 3 minutes remaining in the period. First power play for the Avs. The Wild unable to score on there. Surprise, surprise. They have the worst fucking power play in the playoffs. And the Wild win the faceoff and send this back down the length of the ice. Huge start. Shaving off 10 seconds. Avs drop it back. They come through center. McKinnon. Shot. Side. And Volstead makes the 2 big saves. God, he's just been unreal tonight. He's been unreal tonight, ladies and gentlemen. If you're watching on Facebook or on Twitter/X, come over to our YouTube channel. This is the primary hub for our streams. This is where most of our live chat is. Well, this is where our live chat is. I can't even see your other guys' chats, so come over to YouTube. We have videos posted every single day. Fellowship of the Rink featuring Wild Athletic beat writer Joe Smith, as well as Judd's Buds with Spoked Z. Every single week, content on the channel. Avs forced to reset. Good start to the kill for the Wild. 90 seconds. Under 90 seconds remain on the power play. And good job by the Wild keeping the Avs out of the zone. Nikash drops back. Oh! That's what I'm talking about! What a big hit at the blue line by the Wild. Wild are able to change up some penalty killers. And unable to enter the zone again. And offside as fuck was McKinnon. Great PK thus far. There's 54 seconds remaining on it, but great PK thus far for the Wild. Avalanche win it. They control it. 45 seconds remaining in the power play. Circling back, coming through center, left side. They get the puck in the zone. There's no knees to grounded opponents. No. Oh, what a one-timer. I don't know if that hit the post or ricocheted off someone's stick left. What's with the Avs? They make 5-on-5 look like power play, then can't get over the blue line on the power play. I don't get these guys. That's hockey, Tanner. Gotta love it. McKinnon wants that one-timer. Makar sends it back door. Back to McKinnon. McKinnon in front, looking for the tip. And he cannot get it. The Wild send it around the boards and back to center. And that will do it. Great kill. Crucial kill for the Minnesota Wild. One minute remaining in the period. Wild still up 2. Worst lead in hockey. Losing it behind the net, and the Avs are still hungry. The Avs want to stamp this series and move on. Great PK. I thought that was going to be a goal. Big hit in the corner. And Damon Hunt dug out. He sends it up the right side. Damon Hunt's had a great game. With limited minutes, he's had a great game. Hartman tried to spring his man at center. Behind the net. Oh, big hit on Hartman. Kaprizov loses it. Nick Waugh with it for the Avs, and he sends it down the length of the ice. And that will do it for the second period. It was a 3-goal game going into the first intermission. It is a 2-goal game going in, or 2-goal lead, sorry, for the Wild going into the second intermission. They scored 4 goals. One was called back in the first period. Avs scored the lone goal in the second. Avs unable to capitalize on their power play. Very good kill for the Wild, but tough period for the Wild, guys. Tough period for the Wild. If not for Volstead standing on his head, they would be in trouble. As the first 10 minutes of the period, it looked like it was a freaking power play, the way that the Avs were racking up shots, controlling the offensive zone, just absolutely and literally throwing Quinn Hughes around. The Wild were able to gain some momentum, I would say around the 10-minute mark to what? 5 minutes? 6 minutes? And then the 6-minute mark, man, there was like a 2-minute stretch of the Avs absolutely making the Wild look like they were on the penalty kill 5-on-5. And then the Wild are forced on the penalty kill and actually look amazing on the penalty kill. So there you go. There you go. Because McCarron, so you can deflect a puck in off your body, but you can't hit it in with your glove, and he did a little batting motion, so it was called back. Can't glove it in. You can bank it off your glove in, or you can bank it off like anywhere on your body, but you can't like, same thing, you can't headbutt it in either. There've been goals called back for guys headbutting the puck in. They play ultra aggressive in period 2. Wild would have a great counterattack chances once they get through the siege. And hopefully they're through the siege and things start to come down to earth here in period number 3. Let's take a look at ice time here. Jeff Petrie, only 5 minutes. Damon Hunt, 6 minutes and 42 seconds. 9 shifts for Damon Hunt. And I'll say this, he's looked awesome. He's looked awesome every moment he's been on the ice. No issues with him. Petrie with a couple lapses, but also a couple good veteran old man plays, keeping the puck in the zone. Basically, the rest of the guys have a ton of minutes. I mean, Faber 19, Hughes 19. Faber actually a little bit more than Hughes, 1933. Hughes 19-18. Middleton 13-11. He's looked good tonight. Spurgeon 14-29 doing his job. Forward groups, I mean, the big guns. Boldy 14. Hartman just under 12. Kaprizov 14. McCarron with the big 11 minutes tonight so far. Let's go. Just over 11 minutes is Matt Zuccarello as well. And again, trending with just over 7 and 8 shifts. He needs to do more, man. He needs to do more. Marcus Johansson's had a great game, by the way. 9 minutes, 14 shifts, and has looked good even defensively. Yeah, he's had an incredible game. And Jesper Wallstedt, man, unbelievable. 9.5 save percentage right now. 95%. Unbelievable. Mikhail Makar and Nathan McKinnon starting to get a little pissed off. They're starting to take over a little bit. So let's see if they can keep their momentum up or if the Wild have gone through the siege. I got faith the boys will find their toes in the third and not stay on their heels. Let's go, Thomas. Let's go. That's what we want to hear. Thomas, don't forget to vote in the poll question as well. Taking a look at the poll question. How satisfied are you with the Minnesota Wild in 2025-2026? Great year, satisfied, unsatisfied, trash/rebuild. 51% of you say great year. 29 satisfied. 14 unsatisfied, 6 trash/rebuild. Again, don't forget to like this stream as well. We're trying to get to 20 likes on the stream at least. If we hit the over, that's even better, ladies and gentlemen. That is even better. Let me catch up with comments. My favorite Vegas Golden Knights player is Mark Stone. He's my favorite too. Jack Eichel, David Perron, and Mitch Martin. David Perron is another good one. I fucking love David Perron. I mean, he's been good. Like, David Perron, I cannot believe he's still playing. He's been good everywhere he's gone. Okay, he's 37. 10 goals last year in 49 games. Almost 10 goals in 43 the year before, 17 and 76, 24 and 82, 27 and 67. He's just a perennial 20 goal scorer. Unbelievable. And yeah, dealt to the Red Wings late this season, scored 3 and 16, but still 13 this year in total and under 60 games. Yeah, fucking rights David Perron, man. He only played 1 season with the Vegas Golden Knights and got freaking 66 points that year. Pavel is growing on me in Vegas. There's only one Pavel that I care about, ladies and gentlemen. The Russian rocket, Pavel Bure, baby. Pavel freaking Bure. All right. You guys want to hear Hoppy and Z's immediate reaction to Game 4's loss? Because if so, we got it for you here. Here is a snippet of the last Judd's Buds episode. We're going to take a quick break and we're going to leave you guys with this. I'm also going to link, though, in the chat, the full episodes of Judd's Buds. Yesterday's stream was a lot of fun, and the boys went, was it yesterday or the day before? I can't even remember. But regardless, their full stream, half of it was draft talk, half of it was, well, I guess a third of it was draft talk, a third of it was entire Stanley Cup playoffs, current other series going on, news, notes, reactions, and then another third was obviously the post-game show where they took your guys' comments as well as venting away and talking about the series, because Z was sick last week, so it was the first time that him and Hoppy were able to talk about it. Pavel Bure is one of the best wingers the game has ever known. He was, in my opinion, before McDavid, he was the fastest north-south skater. Quinn Hughes, I think, is the best skater I've ever seen. And I think Dennis Savard was up there as well as far as just how he circles and shit. But north-south, like, McDavid moves the puck and makes those, like, little deeks like Pavel Bure did. But what's even crazier is McDavid's a fucking center and can also play make, where Bure either just like grabbed the puck, did it himself, or, you know, was a supporting winger and or a good one-timer guy as well. But yeah, Bure was nuts, man. There's even a theme song for him. Let's see if I can find that quick. I remember when I worked in radio back in British Columbia, we would play this song before I think our Canucks segment. Bure, 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 Bure. Hey, he's fast, but he's not a Russian rocket fast. But JoJo's fucking fast, man. And he's proved it here tonight. He was a true testament to speed and skill. JoJo, I will say, is one of the fastest players in the league right now. Like, yeah, he very criminally underappreciated and underrated. Underrated outside the market, underappreciated in this market, as everyone was clowning him all season. And yet, come up big in this game. Speaking of coming up big, Spoke Z coming up big for us every single week. Coming up big for you guys every single week. Draft talk, wild talk, NHL talk. Here's him venting about the Game 4 loss against the Avs. Back in a few minutes. Game 3 coverage on the other side.
Well, that sucked. Fuck. Shots Pods episode something. Folks, see, as always, my good buddy, Mr. at STAVE Hoppy. Stupid question, Hoppy. How we doing?
I mean, could be a lot better. I don't know. I don't know if I'm mad at the Wild for giving me hope there at the end when they tied it up 2-2, or like if I appreciate that they at least tried. there's a lot that we can talk about in this game, and we'll let people funnel in on the chat. I know we've got a lot of people that were tuning in with Isha for the full game watch party. I'm sure there's plenty of people online that are pissed off for various reasons about this game. The biggest thing we got to say is it's just a huge missed opportunity. Like the going down 3-1 to the Avs, especially with the injuries the Wild have, it's not like it's a shock. It's just a bummer after the big outpouring in Game 3 to kind of look at this and be like, it's not over, but it's kind of over.
Yeah, we'll talk more about this game specifically, and then, like you said, as people continue funneling in, we'll talk about the series as a whole and what's coming up here. For that, obviously, though, big weekend. Happy belated Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. And also, today, big happy birthday to my little brother, Devin.
Oh,
Happy birthday, big fella. We went golfing on Sunday, that was Sunday. That was yesterday. Jesus, it's been a long day. Hit the links. He was striping them. Only killed like 2 people on the course, so it was a good day. But happy birthday, big fella.
What is it? Is it Anchorman, or he's like, Brick, how did your charity event go this year? He's like, oh, only 3 people died this year.
What?
It's like, okay. Well, happy birthday, Big Dev. All right, we got comments coming in already. I'll start filtering through them here in a minute, but I guess overarching theme here is you kind of have to get some shots on goal to win, and you kind of have to, with a team like the Avalanche, not fuck up on so many clear attempts. That's as simple as I can keep it. We're going to make it a lot less simple here going forward, but I guess what stood out to you the most, Z, on why this game ended the way it did?
Yeah, I mean, it was weird. Like in the first period, obviously the Avs had a flurry of chances just off the bat, but like it still never felt like they were getting tons and tons of like super high danger chances. And then, I felt like Minnesota just could not get anything going to the net. They didn't even have anyone standing out there half the time, especially like on the power play. Like they get that power play the first period. Danila Yurov decides to stand for the net. He gets a piece of that favor shot for the point, and they go up 1-0. Despite I think that was their only shot on goal for a while there. Maybe that was like their second one. But it just felt like there was so much going on the perimeter. And again, like I thought for the most part they did a decent job of limiting the Avs' ability to like get this. Even if they did get the second goal, like there was not really a whole lot going in terms of like right in front of wall set for a while there. But I gotta tell you, it's always frustrating, and I had this like watching the fucking Bruins Sabres series where it was just like you have a goalie who's coming in, hasn't played in a month. I mean, Blackwood hasn't started since like April 16th, I want to say, or maybe it's 27th. I can't remember. But to get out of that first period with only 4 shots on goal, up 1-0 is a miracle. But like it's kind of, to me, it's almost unacceptable. Where it's just like, how do you not just start peppering him? And I mean, there were a few chances too as the game went on when they started throwing pucks on net. Like he did start coughing up some rebounds there, and it was really frustrating. It was like encouraging, which ended up being frustrating. The puck didn't go in, but the start of that third period, the fourth line just generated chance after chance, and once they get to the Avs defensemen and actually got to that forecheck, which has been an issue, I think, just the inability to like turn pucks over on the Avs net as a whole this whole series. Because like once they were able to do that, they started generating traffic and generating chances. But it's a weird one. Like for a while there, they were getting pummeled. And they have their shitty power play at the second period, and then up until that like second half goal, they were really starting to control play and had a lot of chances. But I just looked at the 5-on-5 stats on Natural Stat Trick, and somehow during the game, Minnesota, I mean, they're getting pretty much outchanced in every other regard except for high danger chances. They still had more high danger chances at 5-on-5, which kind of tells you again they did a decent enough job keeping the FC outside. But I don't know. As that game went on and they weren't getting that second goal, you could just see the legs were going. I mean, with 5 minutes left, Quinn Hughes had already played like 32 minutes. And obviously, like you said, like the failed clearances on that third goal are extremely frustrating no matter what's happening. Like I still, to a certain extent, gonna give begrudgingly, I have a hard time like hammering Bogosian on this because the guy's playing on like half of a leg. I mean, he went down the tunnel like 2 minutes in and like limped back onto the bench. It's just that you can see him like every time he stopped and then turned like at full speed. I was like, oh, you could just see his leg wanting to go. But still, that puck's got to get out. It looks like the second he looked over his shoulder and saw, was it Kelly coming or whoever was coming on that forecheck, coughed that puck up. That Middleton also failed to clear. But it's just frustrating because it feels like for a lot of this game they got outplayed, but it was still there to be had. Like it was still was. And I didn't really know what to expect after game 3, where they really had one of their best games of the postseason. But I don't know, man. It's frustrating. And at the end of the day, it just feels like both Eck and Brody being out, it's just like an insurmountable setback, especially where you're going up against the best team in the league. So it's frustrating. So it's like, again, it's one of those things where it's like, God, it feels familiar. Like every team, I'm not going to use the injury excuse, but it's just like every fucking year, it's like, God damn it. It happens every time, and it's always like the most important. But those two specifically with major injuries, and even if Eriksson Ek comes back, like he shouldn't probably. Like it's a very bad injury, obviously. Like Russo would say he knows what it is, and it's like something you should not be playing on. But it sounds like he's going to try, which is proof. I mean, it's like half of Eriksson Ek, just like a body in the lineup. And I think Euro's been good, by the way.
Yeah, and I think, Dave Valensky, shout out as always for the super chats. His point, we've been down 3-1 before and came back, but that was back in 2003. Eric needs to return if we have any chance of coming back. I assume this is Joel Eriksson Ek. And like you said, Russo has talked about it a ton. Like people are sitting here like calling him soft and like, oh, why isn't he playing? Like the dude broke something. Russo said that much on our show, and he didn't go as far as to say exactly what's broken and how severe, but like you got something broken. He's trying to come back, and we've seen this. We saw it very recently where he comes in, starts a game, leaves right away, and now you're down a man. Like you don't want to play that game. Trust me, if he thinks he can play, he's screaming. This interview is brought to you by our friends at Waggle Golf. Waggle Golf believes what you wear on the course should reflect your individuality, who you are, where you're from, your hobbies, interests, and passions. All the stuff that makes you, well, you. That's why every design is inspired by the desire to create a piece of apparel that strikes a chord when you see it, that makes you say, wow, that was made for me. Because in a lot of ways, it was. Ready to get your waggle on? Go to getyourwaggleon.com, throw in promo code SP10 at checkout to take 10% off your entire order.
2-goal lead as we enter the third period here in Denver. The Wild looking to stave off elimination. They got the Boldy and Johansson line out there on the ice right now. Can they do it, chat? Can they do it? We are back here live on the Sota Pod for more Wild Avs coverage here in the third period. Live play-by-play commentary, reaction, and of course, live interaction with all you amazing folks in the live chat. I thought this was going to be the last Wild stream of the season, and knock on wood, we get to see another game. Worst lead in hockey, 2-goal lead here in the Wild with the early attack as Boldy tried to set up his man with a nice backhand pass in front, but unable to put it home. The Avs had an incredible second period and were able to score one. If not for Volstead standing on his head, they probably would have scored more. Let's see if they will slow down a little bit here in the third, come back down to earth. Because again, the Wild, only between the 10-minute mark and like the 5-minute mark did they look like the team they were in period number 1. It was all Avs. Other than that, 19:05, and everybody's digging away at it in the corner. Johansson flattened on the boards. Seems to be in his skate, and we're going to get a whistle. I mean, the ref let it go as long as he could. The ref let it go as long as he could. 1858. We're a minute in. Even with the 2-goal lead, are you Wild fans on the edge of your seat or what? My favorite Ottawa Senators goalie is Craig Anderson and Linus Ullmark. My favorite Senators goalie, there's two. I love Ray Emery. Rest in peace. And I also love the Hamburglar, Andrew Hammond. Behind the net, losing it. We're the Wild. Landeskog gets it back, and McKinnon with speed. Shot right side, and a save by Wallstedt back at the blue line. Top of the circle. Pass, cross-ice pass. Again, cutting through this Wild defense like malleable Swiss cheese. Watching through my fingers, especially after that last play. I said, yep. That was one of the craziest runs I've seen in a long time. I wouldn't say craziest flash in the pans because we've seen various goalie flash in the pans in the National Hockey League, but that was just one of the craziest goalie. Like, he single-handedly carried that team into the playoffs. Oh, backdoor pass in front and a save by Wallstedt. And here comes the Wild up the right side. No numbers. The Avs able to pick apart their play, but can't get it over the line. And the Wild pick their pocket shot from the right side. And Vladdy Tarasenko with a beautiful shot. Wild will get the face-off in the Avs zone. McKinnon is just too fucking good. And Nikash too, man. And Landeskog. Like, what a line. Landeskog. Oh, he hits the post. I thought it was a stick save. But that hit the post, man. I will never forget. It came to a point where everyone in Ottawa were throwing like McDoubles and McDonald's cheeseburgers and shit on the ice whenever he won a game for them on the run. I remember Curtis Lazar grabbing, like, casually eating one of them, and then like the league fined him for eating a foreign object, which you're not allowed to pick up or eat a foreign object. And so he got fined. Like, I forget how much it was. I'd Ottawa Senators white jersey now is CCM from 1997-2007. I got a CCM Wild jersey, but they lost the last game. I showed it on stream, so I'm not showing it. This may very well be the lucky shirt. All right, face off to the right of Wedgwood. Wild are able to keep this puck in. I remember that was a hell of a callback, man. I think we were all Hammond fans during that run. Yeah, I think I was in like my second or third year of college. Oh, backhand opportunity by the Wild. Great save. I was in either my second or third year of college. I was doing a practicum in northern BC in Prince George, where John Cooper's from, actually, and where Bugard and Bufflin played their junior hockey with the Cougars. Kaprizov unable to hit his man in the slot. He was in the corner. Behind the net. Couldn't handle it, and here come the Avs with speed. Colorado keeps the puck in the zone. Boldy in the corner. Hits his man. Blue line, left side. Shot, Devon Taves doesn't get through. Spurgeon knocks it up the right wall, and the Wild push this forward, but the Avs get it back. Battling in center. Back and forth with possession, and the Wild right over the blue line. They're going to dump this in. I wish jerseys were not so expensive. I know. If you find them used, that's the way to go. Used, and then just like, if you got like a new washing machine, or you got a buddy who has like a newer washing machine that has the delicate, has like a setting where it won't fuck up the jersey at all, that's the way to go. I remember back home on Vancouver Island, the native communities just like collected Canucks jerseys. And so they would just sell new, old, nice shape, shitty shape. It didn't matter. And they would sell them for like $20. I remember in college, me and my buddy would buy so many of them, we'd flip them. Because like they'd sell them like 20 a piece, and they were real. They just had so many of them. And some of them were like dirty, and we would just like, we got a couple dry cleaned. But I remember we would buy them in bulk, so they give them to us for like $15 instead of 20. And then we just sell them on Facebook Marketplace for like 40 to 50. So We were flipping jerseys for a while. 16-15. Bought a UCCM OG green jersey on postmark for like $80 a couple years ago. That's not bad at all. That's not bad at all. 1602. But yeah, I remember I bought my Capitals jersey. No name, no number, but just Capitals for like, I want to say like 80 brand new, but that was back in 2011, I think. 1545, battling for neutral zone dominance to be able to get this puck and take it over the line. Avs having a tough time getting over the Wild line. Wild playing decent defense in this shift. Hughes, good defensive play. Faber with it. But he's getting his pocket picked. 2-on-1. Kadri scoops it up. Shot by Kadri. That goes up, over, and right. Hughes still with it. Hughes, 2-on-1. Loses the battle. Hughes has been having a tough time tonight in those battles behind the net. One-timer. And that goes off the mark. And Wallstedt was out of position, so good thing that went off the mark. Avs pressuring again here. 14:55. Nice cross-ice pass. Shot. What a save by Wallstedt. See, that's the one, if it would have gone in, momentum gone. Huge save. He read it, but huge save. It's one of those he needed to make. All right, and I think we're going to a TV timeout here. Maybe? Malcolm Subban, the one that never really panned out, but... Actually, Jordan Subban never really panned out either. He had a couple good seasons in the AHL, though. I think he retired. But yeah, Marc-Andre Fleury, legend. Shot again by the Avs. Another great save by Wallstedt. Man. Wallstedt keeping the boys in this. TV Pickleberg. I think we might have one now. Dude, how good has Burns been this game, man? Shooting pucks at the net, left, right, and center. I know we're still in it. Yeah, they're even saying it. Already 20 minutes of ice time. Well, that was in game 4 with 2 shots, but he's had like at least 4 or 5 shots. Yeah, I'm probably a little bit behind, Murder. 8 seconds is better than like 30 seconds. Sometimes I'm like 30 seconds to a minute behind with some of the lag, like the stream lag and stuff, but offside for the Avs, 14:37. It's been a slog of a period, but the Wild are doing what they got to do to keep the Avs at center and not allow them to set up in their zone. Again, first period was a great period for the Wild. Second period, they've been outplayed, and so far in this third period, they've had some moments, more than in the second period thus far, but this has still been the Avs running the show. Now for more than the Wild did in this game. Wild in the corner. Send it back around. Old man Petrie pinching. Damon Hunt, by the way, in his limited ice time has looked tremendous tonight for Minnesota. Brock Nelson just beasts his way over the line. Brock Nelson's had a damn good series too. Oh, and crashing the net was Nikushkin? And Wallstedt even went down. Nikushkin's slow to get up. What happened? The camera wasn't even showing it. Nikushkin's slow to get up. All right, let's take a look at the replay here. So Nikushkin. Oh, he gets hit by Zuccarello, blows the tire, and goes right into Wallstedt. Oh, cheeky shoulder. Dude, Zuccarello is fucking awesome, man. Ain't he fucking awesome? Love Zuccarello. Oof. He simply lost an edge. Lost an edge, but he did a little push and a shove by Zuccarello. That's what I like. That's playoff hockey for you. Zook's a freaking vet. He knows. Faber fires it across. Nobody there. Hartman able to at least keep it behind the net. Ringing around still. Faber fires it back in. Not out, but up and above the goaltender. Hughes pinching to keep it in as he does. Back around. Behind the net, Kaprizov. Kaprizov sends it in front. Puck off of one of the Avs stick. Hughes at the line. Hughes sends it around. Hartman. Back to Faber. Faber cycles it again. Whiffing on it, but Hughes has it. Hughes behind. Hughes still behind the net. Hughes loses it. McKinnon got it back from Hughes. Hughes goes back to defend, though. And blown a tire again. Bro, is this ice just bad? I remember in game 1, everyone was falling over left, right, and center. Is this ice just bad or something in Colorado? Like, what is going on? Oh, Hughes has to stay on the ice as this was icing. Hughes just didn't have anyone to pass to, and McKinnon, with a great defensive play, knocks him off of it. Landeskog with a big hit there at the end of the shift as well. I mean, the Wild are going to be sore, bruised, and battered. And again, playing at elevation, people always overlook that. Like, the Avs have an edge on every other, or except about Utah, I guess now. But until Utah, have had an edge on every other team, man. Brent Burns, cardio for days. Puck goes left. How's the ice bad? At least the southern markets have an excuse. What's called? I know exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's why I was so surprised in game 1. I was like, why is the puck bouncing so much? Why is everyone falling over? I was watching the game with a buddy, and that was just the joke throughout the night was Colorado ice. Yeah, Quick's a legend there. Watching and listening to you while listening to K-Fan play-by-play. I do what I can without TV coverage. Yo, Speedy, that is awesome. K-Fan does great coverage as well. All right, another TV timeout, ladies and gentlemen. 24 shots of the Avs, only 19 for the Wild. I think they've only had 2 or 3 this period alone. This is looking a lot like game 4, except the Wild still up 2, as Volstad's been playing out of his mind good here tonight. So much time in the offensive zone for the Avs. So many great breakthroughs through the neutral zone over the line. Marty Nikash playing out of his mind. Makar going full beast mode. McKinnon having great plays offensively and defensively. Avs are up in the faceoffs just narrowly, but still. And in the hits department, it's pretty even. But again, out of both teams, it seems like the bigger hits are coming from the Avs. All right, poll question. Let's check back in on it. I asked you guys, how satisfied are you with the Minnesota Wild in 2025, 2026? 40 votes. If you haven't voted already, please vote. And if you haven't liked this stream yet, please like. We're trying to get to 20 likes. We're 4 away, chat. 4 away. How satisfied are you with the Minnesota Wild in 2025, 2026? Great year, satisfied, unsatisfied, or trash/rebuild needed. 52% of you say great year. 28% say satisfied, 12% say unsatisfied, and 8% say trash/rebuild needed. All right, back from TV timeout here. Still up 2, despite the Avs. Again, first 10 minutes and last, we'll say 5 minutes of the second period. There was only like a 4 or 5 minute stretch where the Wild actually looked like a hockey team, looked like a fraction of what they were in the first period in the second. And they had like 3 or 4 moment/chances in this period, but this period has also just been all Avs, and there's still 12 minutes to go, baby. I don't know. I think Hot Takes is actually serious, but he said Volstad sucked. I put him in 15 minutes timeout. 12-20. Up through the neutral zone, and the Wild are going to dump it in. Kaprizov skates off. Here's the Avs coming up with speed. Middleton back up in the neutral zone. Avs get it back. Tarasenko, good job batting this into the neutral zone. Good year, made it out of the first round. Thanks. Billy, hope Quinn Hughes stays. 11:46. Yurov with a nice pass up the right wall. Trenyon with some speed. Trenyon made some space, but no reinforcements there. Again, I don't think Trenyon's had a good game. McKinnon with speed, shot. That goes wide. Dude, how fucking quick is Nathan McKinnon? It's insane how quick he is. 11:23. And this puck goes up and out into the audience. When McKinnon puts the Jets on, man, it's insane. And again, dude, Quinn Hughes is getting beat up tonight. Bruised and battered. I'm very confident in Hughes staying. I think he takes a contract that matches him to Jack's contract so they can fit FA in the same year. And then both sign in Minnesota, have a grand press conference that'll be bigger than anything that Suter and Parise ever did when they signed. Imagine the July 1st when those guys sign. 11:06. Quinn Hughes already took a pay cut to stay in Vancouver on his first contract. So he might just cash in though, Mike. That's the thing. Or sorry, Vikings. He might, and Mike, he might just, he might cash in. I don't blame him if he does, because he took the cheaper contract so they could re-sign Pedersen, so they could re-sign fucking Miller. There's a couple other guys in like that they re-signed as well. That's like whatever, but 10:47. Puck around the net, goes all the way back into the Av zone. Burns up the right side. I hope you're right though, Mike, because that would make things very interesting. It'd probably keep it. Oh, Shaw, that goes up and out of play. I mean, you can still get paid a ton, just do it in like 4 years instead of 8. True, but like that's not how athletes and athletes' agents work. Especially in hockey, it's a lot like fighting. Your career can end or diminish like that, right? It's that, let's be honest, that grueling physically of a sport. So I think you cash in big time, especially after. If I was his agent, I'd be like, bro, you already took a cut. Fucking cash in. But if he doesn't, that would be a boss move. If he just takes a little 3-year, that would be such a boss move. Because he doesn't get injured too much, although he's going to be bruised and battered after this game. I'll tell you that much. 10:15. Isn't the last time he can sign an 8-year deal? No, he could theoretically sign an 8-year deal on his next one. 9:58. Nice. Did you go to the draft? Avs is going to reset halfway through this period. It's felt like a long one if you're watching with wild green and cream colored goggles, ladies and gentlemen. As Leahy would say, shit clock's ticking, and another great save by Volstad. He kicks this one right out to an Avs player who sends it left. All right, Volstad, if you're going to get cute and make a pass after your save, at least send it to the right player. Johansson behind the net. Wild desperately getting this out into the neutral zone. They do, but they send it down the length of the ice, and this is going to be icing. Icing again on the Wild. An 80-year-old can theoretically sign an 8-year-old deal if someone offers it. Yep. 29:30 is when Jack's contract is up. Yo, what's up in Spike Girl? Yeah, I mean, I don't think Hughes's agent managers are gonna be like, yo, just sign a little bridge, just sign a bridge deal on your second big contract. 9:15. Makar hurt for another injury. Such a pity. I had a New York Islanders 2019. Did you go there too? Yo, shout out to Stadium with the multiple accounts. What up? 9:02 in neutral zone. The Avs trying to make a pass to the neutral zone, but they can't, and both teams are going to change all the defense circles. Under 9 minutes to go, 8:45 to be exact. And holy fuck, the Wild are so quick that even Tarasenko was forecheck, and then I don't know why they had Tarasenko on the fucking forecheck, because he could not keep up with the Avs coming back the other way. Battle in the neutral zone, but what Vladdy can do is battle, baby. Nice little hit by Vladimir Tarasenko. Puck sent back up the left wall. Yurov pass to Trenin. Trenin couldn't get the rebound in front, but Trenin battling for it, trying to keep it, and he does keep it. That's the best play Trenin has had this entire game, was keeping that puck in the offensive zone. What he's literally paid to do. He did it once tonight. Nick Foligno making sure everybody changes before he lets his puck go. Sturm, Marcus up the right side. Foligno back to the blue line. And Petrie sends it around the net. I don't know why. The puck went all the way back into the Wild zone. Old man Petrie, the jittery play there. Avs trying to keep this in. Wild force it into the neutral zone. Great defensive play by the Wild. Again, guys, if you're watching on Twitter or Facebook, please come over to our YouTube channel, The Sota Pod. This is the platform that we're trying to grow the most while streaming. And our live chat is primarily... I'm basically just reading live chat from YouTube, so come over to YouTube. 7-12, and the Wild come up the ice, enter the zone. Zuccarello gets there. Can he spring Kaprizov? 2 men on him. One goes down, no tripping call. A little retaliation hit. And Zuccarello throws another guy down. Dude, Zook can't be stopped, bro. Zuccarello can't be stopped. 2 fucking judo throws in the same play. Let's go. Let's go. Nice hit by the Avs in the corner. A little retaliation hit. McCarron has it now. To Spurgeon. Spurgeon flips it up to center. Avs get it back. Bouncing puck. Wild push it into the Avs zone. Their defense handles it. Brett Burns. Up to center. Wild are able to force it back out. Boldy with a shot, and what a save by Wedgwood. A beautiful glove save. And McCarron in the face of the defense, and goddamn, man, Volstep. This, like, again, the Wild with the early lead is always going to help. An early lead of 3-0. Definitely one of the big reasons why they're up in this game. And we're able to at least set the tone early, obviously. But the 3 goals aside, this would not be the same game without Volstep. Like, 3 goals aside, it doesn't matter if they scored 1, 2, 3, or if that 4th one was also allowed. Like, this could be a 6-3 game for the Avs if it wasn't for Volstep. So, gotta show that man some praise. Smash the like button if you haven't already, guys. Subscribe to the channel. Vote in the poll question. 54% great year. 27% satisfied. So more people are on the positive than the negative. 25 shots for the Avs, 20 for the Wild. They've only gotten 3 or 4 this entire period thus far. Only 11 of those shots on target, too. God damn.
Emotional damage.
0 for 1 on the power play for the Avs, 0 for 1 on the power play for the Wild. Refs not calling too much. Neither the team's being really neither the team's being really dirty either. I kind of like not seeing special teams. Shit's been stressing me out throughout this series. 26 hits for the Wild, 27 for the Avs. Face-off 28-30 in favor of the Avs. So the Avs narrowly leading in those other 2 stats. But again, the biggest hits so far in this game have been from the Avs. I feel there's going to be some choppiness soon. It's going to be find a partner and do-si-do, away we go. Yeah, especially in the Wild, they're going to try to plug shit up. Oh, so Foligno hit Makar, and Makar slow to get off. And took a little clip to his hand. It looks like his right shoulder's Yeah, his right shoulder's fucked. So Makar off again. And Zuccarello, like I said, fucking injuring Makar or re-injuring Makar's judo throwing bodies. The Lizard King is back. This game is how playoff hockey should be, physically but not dirty. Refs are fucking off. Lots of skating, lots of physical play. Absolutely. It only took a month for the refs to realize we were in the playoffs. Honestly, I hate to burst your bubble, Stadium. I can't stand the Vegas Golden Knights. I don't hate them like I do Toronto, but like I'm not gonna lie, I definitely don't root for that team. I always root against them. So I'm just gonna be perfectly honest with you. Oh, shot by Faber. That goes up and right and wide. I do like some of their players. Like I love Mark Stone in particular, but like I do not root for them to win. I'm not gonna lie. And I don't know why Chicago would get rid of some of their younger players who they're building around. 5:50 on the clock. Can the Wild do it, ladies and gentlemen? Can the Wild do it? 4:41. Or sorry, 5:41. Heard that puck hit. Centering pass. Zuccarello gets it back to Kaprizov. Kaprizov gets checked at center. And the Avs get it back. A Makarless Avs get it back. 5:22 behind the net. Avs waiting to break out. They do. Oh, Cale Makar. He's returned to the bench. They're going to try to squeeze him in for another couple shifts or two. Great men. Zuccarello's had a monster game as well. Landeskog shot, another insane save by Volstad. Huge right pad save by Volstad. Knocks that right. Wild get it back. Up through center. Insane. Insane. In the membrane. Trennion knocks this one out. Nathan McKinnon tried to spring his man too far out. And Makar back out there. What a face-off by McCarron too. Oh my God. Faber hit the post. I didn't realize he hit the post, man. Holy. Yeah, I'm glad the commentary noticed and said something about Brent Burns. He's had a great game for the Avs too. If the Avs score soon, the place is going to explode and the game's going to get crazy. Yeah. If the Avs score, honestly, if the Avs score soon, they might just win the game. They might find a way. 4:15. Avs in the corner. Send it up to center. Unable to retrieve it was Colton. Faber, good defensive play. Make sure this puck comes up the right wall. Dumped in, and team's going to change. If the Avs score soon, oh yeah, yes, they are. Makar with it. Makar sends it back to the blue line. Shot blocked by Foligno of the Nick variety, and this puck is sent back down the length of the ice. Icing. I think Makar just had a quick little shift and made one pass, testing out his shoulder. Nick Foligno blocking shots, scoring goals, still out there. I like the Seattle Kraken. I like the Minnesota Wild better. 21 block shots for the Wild this game too. Jeez, I told you the boys are going to be sore after this one. Avs win the face-off. Blue line. Taves wrister goal. Damn. And the Avs strike again. 3 minutes and 33 seconds. Did that one beat Volstead clean or was that one a tip? I want to see that one again. Devon Taves with a nice shot. All right, so the Avs win the face-off. The initial shot was blocked, right? Yeah, the initial shot gets tangled in the circle. So Wall gets it back to the blue line. Oh, it was redirected and went right under the shoulder. Redirected in front. That was a beautiful tip. That was a beautiful tip. Beautiful tip. Oh, man. The Avs making this one interesting. The Avs making this one interesting. 2 tip shots. That's what has beaten Volstead. And Minnesota wins the face-off. Season on the line for the Wild. And the Avalanche looking to end this tonight at home. Hughes with the backhand play. Marcus Foligno dumps it back in. The Wild essentially need to kill the clock. Wild need to strike back. They need to kill the clock more than strike back. Middleton, good job on his check. Forced that shot well wide. 2:55. When do the Avs pull the goalie? McCarron to Middleton, back to Faber. Faber up the right wall. You said it. The crowd is going crazy. Boldy driving. Sharp backhand shot. McCarron back with it. McCarron loses it. Nakech with it. He's been stellar tonight as well. Hits the blue line, but blowing a tire was the Avs player. And puck moved up, but here comes McKinnon. McKinnon, backhand, pass, nobody there. And the Wild were able to retrieve it. Falling Wild, puck moved to the side, not out. With some space. Puck launched in, and Wild's going to finish their change. 2 minutes on the clock. Avs with it. Avs through center. Avs dump it in. Scott Wedgwood to the bench. Avs have the extra attacker. Avs backhand it. Back to the point. Shot. Oh, that goes left and wide. 146. Colorado looking for one more tip here. That seemed to beat Volset. Shot. Fires. That hit a body and goes right and wide. Left wall. Back to the blue line for the Avs. Another shot that goes right and wide. Corner. Big hit by Middleton. Avs still with it. Tired Wild legs. 128. And the Avs score. That one he beat Volstat clean. Clean. That one he beat him clean. Top left corner. I jinxed it. I said if the Avs score within the last 4 minutes, they're going to win the game. What a comeback. What a comeback. What a comeback from the Avs. And the game's not over, but the game's fucking over. Grand Casino Arena's pissed. They're not going to make any money off another game. Ooh-wee. What a shot by McKinnon. Honestly, he was due for one all night. Due for one all night. Over the shoulder, short side. Precise shot. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. This game is tied 3-3 with 1:23. Can there be a savior for the Wild here? Or are the Avs going to put this one home? Boldy. Hits Kaprizov. Kaprizov tries to make a play, set up a man in front. Final minute. I'm chilling. What's good? Well, the Wild just gave up 3 goals in this game, and now the Avs are forcing overtime. So, shit's chaotic, my man. Shit's chaotic. And this arena is going crazy. Ooh, puck hits Kadri in the face as Middleton ringing it around the glass. Oh, man. What a shot. No one wants to take a chance to give up a goal now. 45 seconds. Oh, losing the puck was Hardman. I'm vibing because Canes don't play into the Habs or Sabres, right? The Canes are just chilling. Canes had a good route to the Eastern Conference Finals. Zuccarello. Up to Johansson. Can he be the savior? Johansson. 2-on-1. He loses it. But Zuccarello able to keep it in. Johansson gets taken down. 10 seconds remaining. McKinnon doesn't even want to go to overtime. He's saying, fuck this. He tried to set his man up at center, but a nice check. 5 seconds. We are going to overtime, ladies and gentlemen, as the Wild give up 3 unanswered goals in this game. McKinnon with a big smile on his face. Momentum completely in the Avs' favor. 2 redirects, and a McKinnon perfect shot were the things that beat Volstead. His team doing no favors. And we go to overtime. The Canes have not lost a game in the playoffs yet. I know we are eliminated, but the future is bright with the Flyers. Absolutely, Darth Jedi. Absolutely. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Good to see you. Love seeing the rest of the homies coming in here as well. Oh boy, the series has been very good to watch. What a crazy series. What a crazy series. What a crazy game. We deserve to lose this game. I wouldn't go that far, but I wouldn't go that far. If anything, they deserve to win this game because Volstead, for the most part, has been the reason that they were in it for so long. But of course, final 4 minutes and they collapse. Granted, they really didn't play the hardest teams to beat, but that's what I'm saying. They had a great path. They had a great path to the Eastern Conference Final. I'm chilling. The injuries hurt us too. Yeah, not yet. Speedy's always the positive one. I love it. Not over till it's over. I'm not super confident. I'm feeling the same way I did like when Canada was going into overtime, although no 3-on-3 here. No 3-on-3, which is nice. But still. I jinxed it. I said if the Avs score within the last 4 minutes, they're probably going to win the game. And boom, boom. 2 big goals. 2 big goals from the Avalanche right away. Insane. That's how good this team is, guys. That's how good this team is. Well, I might have to make some more coffee, ladies and gentlemen, because how many overtimes do you think this is going to go? We went double overtime with Dallas. Hopefully we don't go double or triple here in this one. Hopefully the Wild end it and we see him back in St. Paul. I'll be shocked if we win. Yeah, the way momentum is, I would be shocked too. The one thing though is like the whole Ice Zamboni, there's 20 minutes. The Wild have at least started off every period with a good play out of the gate. The first period, obviously, it stayed throughout the entire period, where in the second they fell apart pretty quickly. And then the third, I don't want to say they fell apart as much as the second, but it kind of started to even out. I see the Avs ending in about the 10-minute mark. DJ Smith is a former Ottawa Senators head coach. Yep, from 2019-2023. He's now a head coach on the Los Angeles Kings. Most I can see is a double overtime, but I think just a single overtime period this game. I think so too. I think the Avs just have more gas left in the tank. I'm not making any blame. It's what's awesome about playing for the Avalanche. And now for the Mammoth is you got that elevation factor as well, which again, I watch a lot of combat sports, and every time fighters go to Utah, go to Mexico City, or go to Salt Lake City in Utah, go to pretty much anywhere in Utah though. Go to Mexico City, go to Colorado, a 3 to 5 round fight in its entirety gets sloppy pretty quickly. And I'm not saying that that's the reason, but I think it's always a reason. And that's another reason why I think the Avs are such just a insane team, because they're so fast already and they don't fade as fast as other people because they got that EPO, ladies and gentlemen, that natural EPO from being at elevation. Not surprised they blew that lead. Horrible sequence from Hartman on the second goal. What a surprise. Middleton was on his knees when McKinnon tied it. Bring in Carlisle as soon as the Wild are eliminated. What's up, Big Ticket? The Avs are on the upswing right now. They scored the last 2 goals, and they're at home. True, but I think if the period didn't end, they probably would have scored another because of momentum. At least, like, it could not do anything, but at least the break gives the Wild a chance to regroup, right? Because I think if this went another 5 minutes, I think the Avs score another 2, to be honest. Momentum's in their favor, but it did halt due to the timeout or due to the overtime break, right? So, mind you, the Avs could just come out swinging again. I mean, that's a championship team for you. Or Johansson is the fucking savior and scores his second of the night. That would be unreal. Yeah, me too. I think everybody does. McCarron nor Yurov can replace what Eriksson Ek brings. Wild need to be better getting the puck out. Kaprizov needs to step up. Kaprizov's actually been one of the few guys who's been really good at bringing the puck to the zone and not getting checked until he's in the zone. He's just had nobody to get the puck to. Takes 2 to tango, right? And the Avs have done a tremendous job, MPH, of going 2-on-1 to all the speedy guys who make plays. Boldy's been one of the only ones who they haven't really gone 2-on-1, but they've just sent their big guys to check him, and he's been involved in a lot of 1-on-1 battles, but it's been 2-on-1 on Kaprizov, 2-on-1 on Hughes. Hughes has been getting absolutely destroyed tonight, literally thrown around left, right, and center. And I'd say Johansson, too, they've gone 2-on-1 as well, so that he can't break out with speed either. Or the Hattie for 71. Dave, if Nick Foligno is the savior somehow, some way, that would be awesome. Not sure how many early shifts the fourth line is going to get in OT, though. That's the thing. I'm not sure when he sees the ice in OT. Hopefully, the Wild wrap it up before the Foligno line has to get out there. But we'll see. We'll see. If you guys are just joining us, smash that like button and subscribe. We cover live NHL games, specifically the Wild games, while they're still in the playoffs. If they do get eliminated tonight, we will be covering more games throughout the playoffs. 2 games a week is kind of my cadence, and we're going to keep that going as soon as it dwindles down to the Stanley Cup Finals, and then there'll be just 1 series that we cover every game for. We also stream Judd's Buds every Monday. Fellowship of the Rink drops every Wednesday or Thursday. In season, Brett and I stream every Wednesday, and then I cover 2 live hockey games every week as well. So much live content as well as videos that drop on the channel every single day. So subscribe if you're a hockey fan, a hockey draft nerd, or a prospect nerd, and or a Wild fan. Hey, what's up, diehard Red Wings fans? Something is boiling in Detroit since we missed the playoffs. Maybe our GM might go. I've heard rumors that Stevie Y might be let go. Diehard Wings fan, what do you think about this game? Do you think the Wild, despite giving up 3 goals, 3 unanswered goals, do you think they'll come back and score the OT winner? Middleton was also on the ice for the second goal. I'm not playing him in OT. I don't think he's been that bad here tonight, to be honest. The second goal, the 2 tips were beautiful. I think in his elevated role, playing more than 13 minutes a night, and he even played sometimes under that in Dallas. Like, yeah, some of his mistakes have been a lot louder. And I'm not like saying that he's completely like out of criticism for causing some plays that have led to goals in this series and shit, even in the Dallas series. But I would say overall, he's definitely not to blame. And he's been fine. I'd say he's made some bad plays tonight. He's made some good, or he's had some bad moments tonight. He's also had some really good moments tonight. So Trenyon has been my most disappointed player. He's done nothing. Nothing. His job is to forecheck, separate the man from the puck, and or bring the puck in and dump it. And he can't do any of that tonight. And that has given the Avs more opportunity to reset and come back into the Wild zone, versus if he did his job, the Wild might be able to set up a little bit more, thus have more offensive zone time, thus have more shots on net, and maybe even another one not hitting the post there. So for me, he's been the biggest issue for them here tonight, but I do think they're going to roll him out there because he's one of the only guys who can match the speed here in overtime. I want the Wild to win. Thank you, Stevie Y, for Vladdy. Dude, love Tarasenko. But it's frustrating for me with the Red Wings. Yeah, what do you think the Red Wings, what do you think is the answer for the Red Wings? Because they've been rebuilding for a little while and it didn't really work out. And now they're kind of just like patchworking it. So what do you think? What do you think? And what do you think about the Ducks and Golden Knights series? Do you think the Ducks can beat the Golden Knights? Let me know in the live chat as we will take another break here. And Hoppy and Z, I'll leave you the little clip of them talking about their thoughts and if they think the Ducks can get past the Golden Knights. Trade us Larkin. Dude, he's so good. He's so good. And hey, he's a Billy G guy. He's a Billy G guy. Refill your snack bowl. Make some coffee. Refill your water bottle. Do a quick stretch, ladies and gentlemen, because we got some overtime hockey. The Wild just can't not have a dramatic game in these playoffs, can they? 3-goal lead that they blow. In fairness, the Avs blew a 3-goal lead in game 1, but they still ended up winning the game. So let's hope the same thing applies. Yeah, fridge run. I'd take years of failure for a couple cups. The Ducks are very good this series. I feel like they will go 7 games, but I feel like the Golden Knights will ultimately win the series. Let's see if Hoppy and the boys, like it's just Hoppy and Z here, agree with you. Smash that like button and subscribe. We'll be right back for the first overtime, hopefully the only overtime period, and cover that live play-by-play commentary, reaction, and of course live interaction with all you folks in the live chat. Keep the comments coming. I got the chat up. I'm just going to grab some more water, drain the main vein, and we'll be right back for the overtime period. Don't go anywhere. Right back.
I think we all knew they bring in Quenneville, they get some veterans, they've got all these guys a year older. Like everyone expected them to make a push for the playoffs. They've looked like more than a team that just made a push and squeaked into the playoffs. Like their young guys have all the piss and vinegar. And I fucking love that. Like I'm not going into a corner with Seneca and Gauthier. No, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. What's crazy is we talked about, I mean, that Oilers Ducks series was so funny because it felt like every other, even Carolina sweeping Ottawa, those games were like, even if we were watching and it didn't feel like it should be close because Carolina was just so fucking dominant start to finish every single game. Still went to like overtime and the games were like 1-goal games or whatever. And it was like pretty much close as far as the scoreline goes or scoreboard goes the whole game. And like even that series, like it was just tight. The offense was hard to come by. And then it felt like that every series. And then Anaheim and Edmonton were like, yeah, fuck that. We're not doing any of that shit. And we're going to go up and down the ice the whole game. Defense optional / not allowed. And that, I mean, that's been Anaheim's MO pretty much the whole year. Look, I think they had some weirdly good defensive performances the first like 20 games, maybe, and even 20 feels like a stretch. But after that, they are a complete shit show in their own end and defending the rush. I mean, any area of the defensive side of hockey that's been they're a nightmare. They come into this series outside of what, game 3? Was that the one that was 6-2, or it was one of the games like 6-1, 6-2? Other than that, like they're defending well, they're limiting chances, and it was just like, I didn't know they had this in their bag. Now, I mean, part of that is just I think it helps when it's like a Vegas team that, yes, they're really good, obviously, with the puck and their in zone offense. They can make things happen, but it helps when they're going up against like a slower team. And obviously, Mark being out, I forget, was that game 3 or 4? That made a huge difference. But impressive how well they've defended against this Vegas team. And yeah, like you said, though, those young guys like Leo Carlson, some of the passes he's pulled off, some of those finishes. Beckett said
this interview is brought to you by our friends at Waggle Golf. Waggle Golf believes what you wear on the course should reflect your individuality, who you are, where you're from, your hobbies, interests, and passions. All the stuff that makes you, well, you. That's why every design is inspired by the desire to create a piece of apparel that strikes a chord when you see it, that makes you say, wow, that was made for me. Because in a lot of ways, it was. Ready to get your waggle on? Go to getyourwaggleon.com, throw in promo code SP10 at checkout to take 10% off your entire order.
And we are back live here on the Sota Pod YouTube channel for some overtime hockey. Game 5, Avs up 3-1 in the series. The Wild looked to stave off elimination, up 3 goals in the first period. Hell, almost 4 goals. They even had a couple of posts that they hit, but the Avs clawed back, 1 in the second, twice in the final minute or the final 4 minutes of the third period, and we are underway in overtime. They did it as the Nordiques, and they did it once before. Oh, shot! One-timer by McCarron, and that goes off of Wedgwood and right. We're going to witness Jake in his last game as a Wild player if they lose. Jake? You mean Nick? 19-27. Behind the net, sudden death overtime. I definitely think Brodin is probably going to be in the cards. And icing against Minnesota. Yeah, I think you guys are way too hard on Middleton. They're not going to waive him. He might be one that they... Oh, McCarron just whiffed on it. Jesus. I think Brodin and Middleton definitely are going to be in conversations. And you got to think that... I mean, I don't know. I think they value Eck too much, but yeah, he has been a Band-Aid, but just because of the way he plays. Oh, stolen by the Avs, cutting through center and blowing a tire. Honestly, Stadium, we're focusing on overtime right now. We ain't talking about AHL hockey. Appreciate all the updates and facts, but right now we are tuning into overtime, my man. Good to see you, by the way, Luke. 1842. I think now that... Oh! Backhand! And that cannot be put home by McKinnon. The Avs... An onslaught here, and the Wild just cannot get this puck out of their zone. I think now that Kopitar is gone, all the old-timers are from that Stanley Cup group are pretty much gone, and it's going to be moving forward. Unbelievable push there by the Avs. All right, do you see the Bridgeport Islanders AHL's relocated to Hamilton, Ontario next season? Nice! Shout out to the Hamilton Tigers. That's, of course, they're named the Tigers, just like the Ticats in the CHL. Or it's not the CHL, the fucking... CFL. 18-20. Face off to the right of Volstep. McCarron wins the draw. Puck goes around. Oh, got you. Sorry. I read it too quickly. My bad. 1805. Boldy has it as Volstep played it. It'll be interesting to see, like, because I do think he likes it here, and I do think the team does like him. But we'll see. Like, there's got to be some, like, good scenario teams for him, right? $17.49. But I think at least, I think they'll dangle Brodin and him if able. I think one defenseman will probably be moved. And we'll see how the forward group is shaken up. Like if McCarron is here, do they need Marcus? Shot off of the face-off for the Avs, but blocked. 17:41. Avs with it. Wild have only had one opportunity so far in this overtime. Again, appreciate everybody who's been hanging out. Middleton falls, but Hughes is able to get it. Kaprizov. Oh, glove down and almost gloved it on himself in his own net. Faber back with it. Backhand. Hughes spins. Hughes. Faber. Shot doesn't get through. And, man, every time the Avs come back the other side with speed, it's insane. Hughes was able to get that. And Volstedt playing defense again. Puck up the left side. All the way down, but it was touched by Tarasenko, so no icing. Trenyon, again, does absolutely nothing in the corner. And icing on the Avs. McKinnon didn't like that. Oh, yeah, Devon Taves knocked that down and almost knocked it down between the pads of Wedgwood. 16:41 on the clock. Already feels like a faster paced period than that of even the third, eh? Boldy won the faceoff. Down low feed. Wild can't keep it in. 2-on-2. Hunt gets out of position. Open on the left side. Rebound doesn't get to his man left. But here comes Kaprizov. Kaprizov with some room. Kaprizov, cross-ice pass, unable to get the shot off. Wild get it back. Or Avs get it back. And Nikash around the other end, chasing. Nikash sets up and scores! What a comeback from the Avs, ladies and gentlemen. What a comeback from the Avs. What a crashing, falling apart by Minnesota, but that is Minnesota sports for you, ladies and gentlemen. Even with a 3-goal lead, you can't have nice things. Well-deserved win with how good they played in the second, third, and honestly overtime. Volstedt realistically played out of his mind. There was no stopping that one. Out of position was Hunt even to start that play. Tarasenko, being the solid vet that he is, goes up to Volstedt. And Avs win the game and series. The Wild, they made it interesting here in this game. Hines needs to go. Kaprizov, man. Cross-ice pass. Boldy unable to get that shot off. Nikash with speed. Oh, man. A devastated Volstedt. Damn, this sucks. Good game. GG. Hey, Tarasenko being the one to consolidate Volstedt first and shows just how much of a vet he is. Was a fun season as a Wild fan. Looking forward to the next season. Thanks for streaming. No worries, Speedy. No worries. Thank you as well. The handshake line right now. Nick Foligno, what a game, and potentially his last year in the NHL. Certainly his last year with the Wild, because I doubt they bring him back. Hey, I will be covering more NHL hockey moving forward too, guys, not just the Minnesota Wild. We'll be covering probably what's left of the Ducks and Vegas series, a little Montreal Buffalo series, and then the Eastern and Western finals. I don't think so. Wild and Wolves getting eliminated in 1 week is going to be rough for you bums? Bro, I'm from Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. Who are you calling a bum? Hey, nothing but praise for the Avs here. They had a tremendous series, Hoop. What a comeback. No hate here, brother. No hate here. What a comeback. Well deserved. Good season. A piece or two away yet. Yeah. Excited to see Yurov develop a few years too. Yeah, dude, they choked big time. Avs just so quick. Makar with one shoulder still out there as well. They're so fast, man. You give up the puck or you lose possession, and instantly the Avs just race back in. I don't think this one was on Volstead at all, though. I think he had a better game than both Wedgwood and friggin' oh, why am I blanking now? The other goalie was pulled. I'm tired, that's why. Sorry, Wild. Good season, though. You made it far. Maybe my team, the Blues, will make it in the playoffs next year. There are Blackwood. There were 2 scoring chances for the Wild in the OT, and both times they fanned on it. Yep. Yeah, no one's disagreeing with you, dude. I know you're like trying to like, you know, big dick flexor. No one's disagreeing with you. It was a choke. What's funny is I literally said when we hit the 450 mark, there was a TV timeout, and I was like, if the Wild give up one, if the Avs score one, the Avs are going to win the game, and that's what happened. Meek over here is trying to slam his small dick on the table, but we're agreeing with him. There is no excuse. There is no excuse. The next 2026-2027 Dallas Stars has unveiled a new logo and jersey back to... Yeah, there's just too many fucking jerseys, man. Just make home the white jersey and away the colored one again, and I'm happy. McKinnon's being interviewed right now. Says an exciting atmosphere here. Asking what turned in their favor. He says it's a long time to defend us. And if there's time for us to come back, we're going to do it. He said it was a solid game, and towards the end it went, and the pucks and bounces went in our favor. And he's just praising the tip plays for the first 2 goals. Fire Hines. This is why I hated the hire. He was a loser at his previous job, and he's still a loser. That's right. All you American Team USA fans, you're all losers. All you Team USA players, you're all losers. This isn't a hot take. Middleton and Spurgeon lost us the series. Terrible in every game. Disagree. That is a hot take. That is a flamin' hot take. Flamin' hot take. Oh, that goal at the end. Volstead tried, but he was too late. All right. It's too late for a post-game show. Z and Hoppy are unavailable, but it's going to be a fun Judd's Buds next week. I will be live next week. We'll see if I cover either a Ducks or Vegas game or a Montreal and Buffalo game, but I'll cover one or the other next week, and then we will go all in on Eastern and Western Conference finals coverage. We must have watched completely. You must have been watching. I think you were watching the Montreal and Buffalo game, the Guitar Man. Oh, yeah. I was watching the Avs and Wild series. Yo, thank you, Cameron, for the $5. Not worthy. Thank you so much. No guts, no heart. No, they didn't. No availability from Eck and Brodin killed us. It was a tremendous collapse. And I was praising Hunt all game, and him and Petrie were definitely part of the reason why that last goal even happened too. Wild and 8. Thank you so much, Cameron, for the $5. You're such a beauty. You did not need to do that, especially at the end of the stream. You're off a loss. We will be back, though, next week, guys. Hoppy, Z, and myself. Not even on the same stream, on separate streams. Avs win the cup. Nothing will ever change until the incompetent alcoholic moron cosplaying as GM is fired. Oh, it's this guy, dude. I've been so excited to ban. This guy's such a fucking idiot, man. This guy is mentally deranged, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I've been so happy. I've been waiting for him to come in a live stream so I can ban him. That guy is nuts, dude. Well, now I've got the rest of May to not be worried about the conflicts surrounding caring about this hockey club. So much fun to watch at times, but McKinnon is the best. Avs in 8. Hey, cheers, man. Thank you so much for all the support you show the Sota Pod. And guys, go check out the Go for Puck Live. Go check it out. And I'll share I think I just butchered the name of your podcast. I'm so tired, guys. I'm sorry. I'm going to share it in here. I just named ours Go for Puck Live, the MNCAA one. But good to see you, Vigo. I'm sharing your podcast in the chat here before we hang up the gloves here. But guys, final wave of comments here before I let you guys go, because I had to get some food in me and get a good night's sleep. I wish like I could just stop stressing out, but like I'm a Canucks fan, so like every day is a nightmare. But the dust will settle on this loss, guys. The dust will settle on this loss. It's even worse that they blew the lead, though, right? It's like they teased the fan base with a game in St. Paul. Minnesota Wild season is over. Anyone who's been a Minnesota sports fan knew the outcome before the game happened, even with the 3-goal lead. I just hope the Avs lose. F those scrubs. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. It's just crazy. It was the speed factor for me, man. All series, even in game 1, I was like, this is such a different style of hockey and just such a different team than the Dallas Stars. Because the Dallas Stars, Go for Puck Live. I did say it right. There we go. I was thinking of, or did I say Go for Puckcast? I don't even remember. But check out our friends, Vigo, the Gopher Puck Live. If you're a fan of the Minnesota Golden Gophers and just Minnesota hockey in general, they stream every week as well, or they in season anyways. They stream every week. They got a bunch of great content on their channel as well. And you can find their podcast wherever you get your podcasts from. Sota Pod Nations, you guys are doing great. Tough finish to the year. Yes, tough finish to the year on a freaking Wednesday of all days. Like, now what? Now I feel like, the Pulp Fiction meme. Like, where'd everybody go? Where's the party? Now, we will still continue to cover the NHL playoffs. And hell, maybe I squeeze in some World Championship games as well. Avs will win the cup in 6 to 7 games. Yeah, the Avs are way better than the Stars and the Wild, apparently. Yep. And it's just, man, they're just so quick. Every time they got the puck in the Wild zone, neutral zone, they just spun around and boom, 2-on-1 or 2-on-2 or 3-on-2. And again, Marty Nikash too, underrated, underappreciated, not talked about enough. Everyone just talks about Landeskog. They all talk about McKinnon. They all talk about Makar. Dude, he had a sick series, an unbelievable series. So every time he had the puck, I was like, oh my God. And he was so much quicker than I remember. You can't win with this trash offense and that many turnovers. Didn't I tell you don't play Middleton on the OT? Yes. He's the anchor, ladies and gentlemen, even though it was Hunt who started that whole ruckus. But yes. Even though Hunt had the biggest blunder in OT. All right, guys, that is it. Thank you so much for following this season. If you just followed Wild Games, if you are following the entire NHL playoffs, if you're going to continue to follow hockey post Minnesota Wild season, World Championship, Memorial Cup, and or the rest of the Stanley Cup playoffs, we will be live here every single week. Yeah, in fairness, no one can catch him. No one can catch him. Why the hell didn't Hines call a timeout when it got to 3-2? Just sends out our biggest liability player and gives up. We'll see what happens. Vegas Golden Knights win tomorrow. Could care less about the Golden Knights. But I'm not going to be streaming tomorrow. I'll tell you that much. Not be streaming tomorrow. Back next week to either cover what's left of the Knights and Ducks series and or Montreal and Buffalo. And then we'll turn our attention weekly to the Eastern and Western finals. I agree with one of those. Back next week. Appreciate you all. Get your questions, complaints, vents. Unless you're lethal migraine. If you're lethal migraine, you can just fuck off, dude, and get some mental help. Everybody else, we love you. Thank you. Comment in on this stream. Comment when I'm sign off. When this is just posted and we're off air, and or write them down, save them, let it fester, and Z and Hoppy will be live Monday to talk live with you guys as well. Smash that like button and subscribe. I appreciate you all, except for Lethal Migraine. It's been a fun season. We're gonna keep the streams going. Appreciate you all, and we'll see you next week for more NHL playoff coverage. I need to go to bed. We'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.
Emotional